Yeah!
Holy snikes, look at this!
We made it.
Look, we can touch.
Sadly,
Yeah.
that's true.
Hi!
How are you?
Hi!
Hey!
Cheers, everybody.
Hey, there we go.
Happy Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's right. Somewhere far, far away in Germany, it is in Munich, it is Oktoberfest. It's the midway point of Oktoberfest because it's 2 weeks long.
Oh, yeah.
So we just thought we'd bring you a little festivities.
I mean, it was just an excuse to drink and hang out on a Saturday night, but yeah.
Right.
Fair enough.
Do we know the origin story of Oktoberfest?
I know
Do you
they. I know they spell it wrong.
That's true.
It has something to do with like it goes back to the 1500s. I know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that seems like
I think there's like a king involved.
a drunk king. Drunking.
Drunking?
Drunking.
I know that the beer, they're required to stop making beer over the summer because it gets too hot.
Okay.
This was back in the 1500s.
Oh, before ice, before like freezers.
Right. So the last batch of beer they would do before the cutoff date, they would add extra hops and extra malt, and it'd be a heartier beer so that it could last through the summer months. And they store it in caves to keep it cool.
Oh.
And then come September, they'd break out the
What was left?
the March beer, the März beer.
Merits.
So that's why they call their fest beer Märzen,
Oh, okay.
because it
Interesting.
was the beer that was brewed in March.
Okay.
No, in May. May? I don't know. Anyways,
Huh.
I'm sure I'm just butchering this story, but that's the general idea.
Oh, okay.
It's called Oktoberfest, but it's the festival that leads up to October. It takes
Right.
place before.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
Wasn't that cool?
Well,
What does that mean?
Use a keyframe frequency for 4 seconds or less. I don't know.
technical
Are we
difficulties.
still good? Are we still online? I've seen this error come up before. I don't really know what it means. It's I don't know.
Can you hear us
People-
now?
So, of course, this isn't our regular place where we stream. Usually we're at our computers. So let us know if you can't hear us or if we're too loud. I don't know. But I think it's working. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now.
So we got Bud Light over here. We got some mystery in that one.
I am drinking a Polliner.
Oh.
A Münchener Lager.
Oh.
It's a nice German beer.
Okay.
And neither of my cohorts have taken my advice from the video of not advertising things that you're not being paid for. I may reveal later in the show what it is I'm drinking.
Oh.
For right now, it's just in a red cup.
Oh. You could probably gauge by
And
how
it
drunk
is fantastic.
I think I know what it is, but I'm not going to spoil the surprise.
That cup is all by itself.
What?
That cup is all by itself.
It's solo.
It's solo.
Ah.
we just want to let it sound fake. So Mandy thinks it's Kraken. All right. We have some guessers already.
Yeah, we should.
Actually, it's not a solo cup.
We should do a poll.
It's a generic.
It is
red
generic because if it were a solo cup, I would have required a nickel to reference that on the
I
channel.
know, right.
I'm sorry.
Unless we're getting.
Did you hear a TM at the end of my solo? No, I was using the actual word to
Thank you.
mean
Yes, it is solo. It is
Alone.
by itself.
On its own.
alone.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
So now I have inadvertently brought in the brand name without being compensated.
Look at you,
So-
breaking your own rules.
I have failed.
So this Star Wars could do like a Han Solo cup, right? They could make a few bucks with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm
A
actually surprised they haven't.
Right, me
Partnering
too.
with Solo.
What?
The brand?
Right.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because they put Star Wars on everything in
Right,
existence.
and then you team up with one of the ice people,
Ice-
and it's like with like a Wampa combo or something.
Right.
A Hoth solo on ice.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go.
I like it. That's cool.
Solo on Hoth.
Yeah.
There you go. We could do that. Speaking of, has anybody watched the Andor?
Nice
Oh, yeah. No,
segue.
Huh?
Nice
Yeah.
segue.
I have not.
I'm not either.
I have. I watched the first 3 episodes, and I thought it was good. It's definitely. I don't know. What was the goal of Rogue One to be a more adult Star Wars?
I think when they did Rogue One, their goal, their main goal at that point was simply to finally create something decent in the Star Wars universe, which they had come up short on for a while.
Well, I mean, so obviously it's taking the tone of Rogue One,
That's good. I liked Rogue One.
It's more of a drama. It's less focusing on the fantasy side of it.
Okay.
And I thought the storytelling was really good, actually.
3 episodes. Now, my understanding is it's going to be 2 seasons.
Oh, I don't
And
know.
Oh, really?
And
I
that
hadn't
the
heard
second
that.
season ends right where the Rogue One movie starts.
Oh, cool.
Hmm.
See, I appreciate that when somebody sets a goal.
Rather than jumping the shark like 9 seasons in.
Yeah, right. They're like, oh, we don't know where to go with this anymore. Well, why not just like set a goal of a story you want to tell and tell that story, and when it's over, it's over. But
Yeah.
I get it. Like with sitcoms and stuff, networks are like, hey, let's just keep cranking them out. It's a dollars thing. But
Right.
I don't know, if you're making art, you should be
Um,
making art.
There's the answer, JJ Blaze. 2 seasons of 12 episodes.
Ah,
Mm.
see? Yeah.
Okay.
I had heard correct. So me not watching it yet has nothing to do with, well, I'm not going to watch that, or I just haven't had time.
Yeah, me too. I checked it out.
Because you've been busy watching other things for work.
I have had to watch some stuff for work, for my real job, yes.
We won't go into that. We won't go into that.
Let's just, everybody just
Just plead the fifth.
plead the fifth. That's it. That's a good.
I do like your shirt though. Can you show off your shirt?
Yes, look,
That's
this is
epic.
That's
That's awesome.
Now,
That's cool.
to tie into our theme, which I just realized, is this a German Kiss shirt?
no, it is a bootleg, and I think they just didn't know how to do the logo.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I don't even think they could get away with those S's
Oh,
in Germany.
Oh, because in
'Cause
Germany
there's
it's a regular.
It looks like a
curvy-
backwards Z.
It's a regular curvy S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, so what this is, and I think that's where the logo on this one comes from. It is a bootleg shirt, but that's not why they got the logo wrong.
Mhm.
So Kiss first appeared in Marvel Comics in a comic book called Howard the Duck.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that Kiss was a comic book first and
No.
then a band?
No. When Kiss, let me rephrase that, counselor. When Kiss first appeared in the comic book format, they appeared in Howard the Duck,
Yeah.
number 12.
Wait, really? Howard the Duck's like out, like wandering around,
It's a dream sequence.
and then
Oh.
he runs into Kiss, and they're like,
I've actually never read it. And then
Gene's like, oh look, it's a duck.
I can make $1.
yeah, he's like, I invented the duck.
So the Kiss comic book that most fans are familiar with is the one where the band put the blood in the ink and everything,
Yeah,
and it was a magazine. So before that, this was the back cover of one of the advertising magazines, like saying, "Hey, Kiss is coming to Marvel Comics," and
Okay.
you know,
So this is like okay, comic art Kiss.
Yeah, so it actually, like, this predates even their appearance in the Howard the Duck issue.
Oh,
Okay.
is it the same image on the
It is.
Oh,
It's
okay.
on the back too. Nice. Okay.
As my son would say, an AOP. That's an all-over print.
All over.
Yeah, because he's gonna go into the fashion industry.
He's buying and selling large quantities of vintage clothing and T-shirts.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So anybody that has their old band shirts that they want to sell,
Okay.
hit me up.
So I was reviewing a couple of our videos the other day,
Oh no.
and it was the video where it was before we had introduced you now, but it was the one where I get you on the phone. You remember that?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You don't remember.
I don't remember that.
Anyways,
I do remember.
Oh, it was
I
called,
do remember. I don't remember the details. I remember the event.
okay.
Yeah, it was called like "Where's Larry?"
Yeah, where's
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
And on the phone call, you're talking about Desmond, and you're like, yeah, so my 15-year-old,
Yeah, he's 18
and
now.
yeah, right, and
wow.
I had just talked to you on the phone, and you were talking about Desmond. And, oh well, for some reason you mentioned me. He's 18, even though I know how old the kid is. But it's so funny.
Well, he just turned 18.
Sure. So, like, you remember back when you're 15, and then you remember when you're 18.
We have evidence of him being 15.
Oh, I know.
That's true.
But what a large amount of time that felt like between being 15
Oh,
and
yeah,
18.
yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
from right now to like thinking back when we did that video, it could have been yesterday for me.
Yeah.
no.
I think the older you get, that's how that goes. I agree.
How time compresses.
Yeah, because it's just a percentage, right?
yeah.
A percentage of 2 years.
Well, even
It's
back
like that.
then, you remember when
you have 40 of them, but when you're young, that percentage is this big because
Yeah,
you only have like 10 more. You know?
Yeah, I use that argument when people get convicted and they're getting sentenced. I'm like, they will spend a large percentage of their adult life,
Right.
you know? And
that's
so,
true.
I try
So
to
if
use
somebody's
that.
80 and they go to jail for 4 years, like, man, it's like a second.
Might as well be. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you know. But no, like it seemed like when we were younger, even like summer break and everything, it just seemed like, everybody was always like, well, we got to go back to school, summer break's over and all that. But it just seemed like summer would go forever,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it just seemed like.
Isn't that in the song?
What?
The Grease
What?
song.
Dun, dun,
I've
dun,
never seen
dun,
Grease.
dun.
Something
dun,
about
dun,
like
dun, dun.
summer will
Summer
last forever.
lovin'.
Oh, Eric knows it. Sing it, Eric.
Summer loving. Da, 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 da. I don't remember the lyrics.
I was gonna say I'm familiar with the song, not the lyrics.
So really, you know one word.
Yeah.
Cool. How y'all doing out there? What's going on?
Yeah, man. What is happening? What is scrapping? Speaking of scrapping, they are also on Scooby Doo. What are y'all talking about, Scooby Doo?
Kiss.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Kiss is on Scooby Doo.
Both.
That's funny.
Authorized and unauthorized. Back in the late 70s or the early 80s, they had the villain that looked just like Gene Simmons, but it wasn't him. It was just like, it had the exact same
Right.
makeup and everything.
I thought you were
Nice.
saying like they had the band in there, but like they had other people voicing them. I'm like, how did Hanna-Barbera get away with that?
Yeah.
No, but when Kiss made their live action movie, Ace wouldn't show up and do some of it. So there's like a black guy that's
Really?
the Ace Frehley double.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like, well,
Wait,
it's
what's
common knowledge, common Kiss knowledge. There's
Yeah.
scenes in it where you can clearly see. I was like,
Was that like Phantom
that's
of the Park?
nice. Yeah, Kiss meets the Phantom of the
I
Park.
must have
Yeah.
known. I think I just forgot.
So does that mean that guy was doing whiteface?
I think he was.
Yeah.
I think he was.
He should be banished.
I mean, back then there was no such thing as politically correct. So
Hey, Violator, you have to fix your phone next time. His notification didn't go off, so.
Shock me.
oh shite, my notification.
Oh, by the way, any newcomers here today? Because we've had an influx of new subscribers lately.
Holy shit! So like out of nowhere, about 2 weeks ago, I think around September 13th.
Yeah.
My son's birthday.
The channel just,
Really?
oh, I'm sure that was it.
That was
That
it.
must be
Yeah,
it.
nice.
The channel just had a spike. We've been getting a lot of new views, especially on the Larry video. A lot of new comments and a lot of new subscribers. In fact, we got 100 subscribers between the time I left Atlanta to drive to Huntsville today.
That's crazy.
So
Hold on real quick. Joe Martin. Yes, I did.
what?
Dye my hair at 14.
Oh.
That was just a random question. That
You
said.
dyed your hair at 14?
Yeah, and 15 and 16. And,
Red?
Well,
What
no
color?
Well,
I don't remember you dyeing your hair.
really?
I
You
mean,
don't remember the bleach white?
Oh yeah, wow, yeah.
And then I went with the
Okay.
jet black right after.
I don't remember the black. I
And
definitely.
then that's what
because
led to the crimson.
I-
Because then as it was growing out, it was like,
See, I remember that stage.
yeah, that was actually, I wouldn't
was
say
probably what
natural. That was the result of all the hair dye.
Right.
But I never actually, I only had it blonde
I
and
guess
I always
that's
had
why-
it black.
I guess that's why I was saying red.
Yeah.
Because it was like the remnants of it. But I definitely remember the blonde because there's that great photo of you when you were like teased it up. and
That was the night I met my first wife.
You say that like you're proud of it.
No, I'm proud that I remember.
Darrell's had a lot of hair changes over the years.
A lot. I mean,
Well, now you got the ducktail.
DuckTales. Ooh. Yeah, but you went black. You bleached it. You went like balls. You've done a lot of different things.
Q-tip.
I think
Q-tip.
Now he was always accused of bleaching his hair when we were younger.
As far as like hair coloring, I think you and I had like almost a matching like what we did to
Yeah, we kind of did.
because
Yeah.
you had the bleach thing going on
Yeah, I
like,
bleached it, yeah.
right after high school,
Yep.
and then
And I cut it short. That was the first time I finally cut it short. Kinda.
yeah, it was kind of short.
But before that, I had black hair, and then I had black hair with a white stripe, kind of blonde. I wanted it white, but it ended up just being blonde. But it was
Yeah.
still cool. It was like all of the Tim Bradstreet vampire
that's
books.
right. That was like the
It was a vampire kind of a thing, and
that's when
I
we
was
were
like,
really into Nine Inch Nails. That was like
yes, Nine Inch
yeah,
Nails,
yeah.
all the industrial stuff we played.
Yeah.
We LARPed a lot doing the vampire. And I was like, oh, man, there's this, listening to like Typo Negative. So I was like, yeah, I need long black hair with a white strip in it. It was like, and with my black trench coat, so I can like jump out and suck somebody's blood.
I don't remember when I
Did you
dyed
just
my hair
admit to
black.
people that you LARPed?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. I thought I heard that right.
Yes. It was vampire LARPing. That was cool. Any other, what? Any other kind of LARPing wasn't cool. Are you really seriously laughing?
Oh, just that comment, That's good. That's great.
Do it.
I've done a
again.
lot of stuff in my life.
but never LARPing.
LARPing, not one of them. Well, I don't know. I guess you could say I live action role played a rock star when I was in Macabre. So
Right, yeah. That's
I actually
kinda-
got into LARPing a lot in college. My first semester.
that's the
at
time
SCAD.
when we didn't talk. Right?
But I mean, it was cool. I mean, no, you have no idea. You have no idea, Larry. So it was downtown Savannah. There was this club. I mean, it was almost like being in a movie. I mean, there was this club. It was this industrial club. They played goth and industrial, and everybody that went to that club was playing live action vampire.
Oh yeah.
and people would dress up,
Right. And it's cool.
All these funky costumes and stuff. And it felt like being in a movie. And, you go and you drink and, have a good time, dance.
Yeah.
It was like.
And then you pull somebody aside and say, I'm going to bite you. Because you couldn't really bite
Well,
people.
then, no, it was all instead of dice, you had to do the.
Yeah, and then there's the
rock,
character
paper,
sheet.
When you did the rock,
keep
paper,
folded up.
scissors, did like people come up with like the fake stuff, like the bomb, and then
Well, there was also symbols too. Like you could stand in that. You could stand like that, obfuscated, up against the wall, and no vampire could see you. No human could see you. Some vampires could, but that was a symbol for like I'm standing here, but I'm invisible. No one can see me. I mean, there was,
100% worth the drive over to have this discussed. Wow.
Well, we need to get Larry LARPing. Larry the LARPer. That'll be his new nickname.
Yeah,
This would be awesome.
your character name could be Macabre.
That's what I would do.
You're an ancient vampire.
Ancient.
You'd be.
I do feel old.
I guess it was actually because we used to call it Bruja, but I think it's probably pronounced
Bruja. Yeah.
Yeah, because it'd be more like a Spanish kind of
exactly.
sound.
Yeah, the J is silent. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we call it Bruja for a long time. Just like Macabre is Macabre, right? It's like however you want to pronounce words, it's up to you.
Well, like I said, Tommy came up with the Macabre. He found the definition in the dictionary. He thought that was great. And
Macabre.
he just didn't look at the didn't look at the pronunciation. So
All right. Well,
Wow.
Macabre. LARPing is not cool. Hey, oh, that's Tommy.
here. I've got a good friend. You remember Mike?
Sloan?
Yeah,
Of course I know it's Sloan.
Yeah, he does like the I guess that's what it is, but they do the like he does the stuff where they make their own weapons and they go out and fight.
They actually fight. Yeah.
and they have to make the clothes and the stuff like from the same technology that was available back then and stuff like that. That's kind of weird too.
It's kind of weird.
The main thing I remember that is when my son, who's now 18, was like 7 or 8. Mike is up here making his rounds visiting, and he had this helmet he made, and he gives Desmond this big giant stick, and he's like, just hit me in the head as hard as you can. And Des was like, really? I was like, no, go ahead if he says. And so he was like, and he was like, no, really hit me. And I was like, no, he plays baseball, man. You don't really. He's like, no, it'll be okay. I was like, I don't know. And so Desmond just wound up and just, wham as hard as he could, and didn't budge. And I was like, helmet well made.
I thought there was going to be a punchline here.
No.
And then he fell over with a huge concussion. And,
No, it wasn't anything like that.
Well,
Well,
work on your stories, man.
Oh, okay.
so what do we have for this evening? Do we have some beers that we're going to try out?
Oh. Now, you can't drink.
I don't drink beer.
Well, okay. So there's this, I just thought it'd be fun. There's this YouTube channel called the Try Channel, and it's Irish People Try.
Irish. Do I have to wear a dress?
Yes.
What?
Like a bagpipe.
We're not going to LARP tonight.
I mean,
so
the Irish have a bagpipe, but it's not the Highland bagpipes. Anyways, you're getting off topic. It has nothing to do with any of this. Anyways, in this show, people are forced to try things.
Okay.
They have to try it,
All right.
and then they comment on it.
What do you want me to try?
And I just thought it'd be fun for the two of you to do this because
You've tried it all already.
because you guys are more picky than me. I have a
More picky than you.
yeah.
Well, like for food or certainly not drink.
food and beverage.
Oh no, I don't know, man. I mean, when it comes to your beers, you're extremely. Oh, I only like the ones that are made with the appropriate balance of hops and barley fermenting for a. Oh yes, yes, I can taste the apricot. Very nice, very nice. A hint.
Uh-huh.
You know.
And what beer do you like?
I don't like any beer.
Well,
It's
there
all-
you go,
it
ladies
all
and
sucks.
gentlemen.
But
All picky.
But all of my
For me.
But all of my friends that do drink beer, you hand them a Bud Light and they go, "Hey, thanks." You hand you one. That's what you ought to put if you want to see people's reaction. Make him drink American domestic beer. Here, sir, is a Budweiser. Well, I don't know about this.
I'm drinking
It wasn't made in a small batch in some town I've never heard of. By golly, it's in an actual bottle. It can't be any good. You know, if the brewery can afford bottling over canning, then I want nothing to do with it. That's you.
Okay, while Larry continues to go on a rant, I'm going to go collect my materials and I'll be right back.
Nice. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna get good.
All right.
Mm.
I have to go out.
I
This
don't
way.
think it's
Excuse
gonna
me.
be-
I'm
I don't think it's going to be very
through the
good.
jungle.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Is this
get,
a marijuana
this is gonna get
plant?
juicy.
No,
You're gonna smoke my plant.
no.
You know, I've had this plant since my very first apartment in 1994. Yeah, same plant, still alive.
Man, you've done a good job keeping it alive.
Yeah,
It's
and all of its plastic glory,
I
still
was going
alive.
to say it's man, that's
It
a big.
just follows me around everywhere I move to.
Who are you, Ace Frehley?
Oh,
This is
yeah.
pretty impressive.
Yes. So, and someone was talking about in the chat room saying it's snobby, not picky. So that makes sense, right? It's like, you know, you can be snobby about something because it's not up to your standards. But when you're picky, you're like,
I don't want to try it.
yeah, maybe. Is it? Would you say that's picky versus snobby? Picky is more of a not up to my standards, but more of a I know I'm not going to try that because I just don't want to. That's more
Right.
picky.
I don't
Snobby
like
is
it.
like-
I don't think I'll like it versus it's beneath me.
Wait. Hold on. I think I might say the opposite.
Oh yeah.
Snobby, someone is like, oh, I'm not going to try that. That's below my standards.
Right.
I'm not even going to grace it with my presence.
Right.
No, that's how you treat the stuff that's not up to your standard. It has nothing to do with snobbiness. I don't like beer, so I'm not going to try beer. The few times I've tried
he's
the
not
beer,
snobby,
it's
he's
not
picky.
good.
He's picky.
Right? I'm
Would that be
picky.
okay? But
Not
that's,
because it's
but-
not up to my
But to
standards.
be fair, that's what he said in the first place. He was saying
Exactly.
we're picky.
I never said anybody was snobby.
Right.
No, they said I was. I don't know. Whatever.
I think they're saying that you're saying I'm snobby.
Right.
You are snobby
I'm not snobby.
about beer.
No, I'm not. I've tried it all, baby.
Well, but you can try it all, but then you're saying, well, I don't like that one because it's not up to my standards.
What?
Is that snobby or
Right
is that
there.
just
Larry was
selecting
describing
something that's good?
a
I don't
beer
know.
snob.
I think that's having.
Yes.
I think that's having taste.
I mean, taste.
All right.
Speaking of taste, that's what me and Larry are about to be doing right here.
Well, whatever it is, it needs to happen. soon,
Okay,
'cause I don't want
everybody.
it to be piss warm, whatever it is.
Welcome to Metalheads Try Oktoberfest beers.
Yay!
Yay!
All right,
Yeah.
I'm looking so forward to.
So we're going to start with kind of a baseline, right?
Okay.
This is a standard
You're okay.
Paulaner Munich lager, which I'm just going to pour a taste because,
And I have no idea what this is going to taste like.
right. So,
If it's not this, I probably haven't tried it.
I definitely have never tried it. So we're gonna
All
try it now.
Oh, it kind of smells like kind of
Beer. It
citrus
smells
or
like
something.
beer. God, damn, this is gonna be rough.
It's kind of it is citrusy. Oh, hey.
Yeah. Man,
Thank you, Johnson. Johnson coming in with the $10. Any style of Oktoberfest, go. I mean, as styles of Oktoberfest go, Marzen Munchen. What is that?
Märzen München.
Oh, Marzen Munchen. Is that what this is? No, this is Polliner.
Well, no, Märzen is the style of beer that they
Wow,
make.
that's somebody from
for-
the UK, from the London.
Oh,
Hey,
the
that's
London.
pretty cool.
Hey.
The London.
Mudvana. Nice name.
And Larry's going for it.
It tastes like all the other beers I've ever tasted.
Wow, that's surprisingly smooth.
Not very good.
On my side, it's nothing like I thought it would taste like.
That's not good.
Wow. It's kind of got kind of a
Shitty taste.
I don't know.
to it. I'd
It's
say a
kind of-
shitty taste.
it's got less of a like this has more of a this has more of a almost a sour taste to it, bitter sour something, some kind of, but this has more of like a earthy, more of like a food or something. I don't know how to describe it, but I can definitely tell this is smoother. This is almost more watery than this one,
Yeah, now I will say this, and
but it's a good flavor.
I certainly don't know anything
I would
about
probably
beer.
drink a whole one. Really, I mean, not bad.
It didn't have that. The problem I have with most of the beers that I've tried is that nasty. It just feels like you're swallowing the bubbles or the air.
Oh right,
It did. I will say this: it went down much smoother than some of the other crap I've tried. But unfortunately, it
So it has a
still
beer
tasted
flavor.
like beer.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad.
So,
All right.
So what's
Not
next?
too
Here,
shabby.
here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Oh, he's gonna have
Pour it
his,
in the-
his swill cup.
yeah. And then Darrell can drink it at the end.
All of the beers mixed together.
Oh God.
So what is this? Oh, it's all gonna be German.
Yes.
So this is
I believe so.
Benedictiner Fest Bier.
Oh,
Fest.
look
Yeah.
at there.
So
Oh, that is a weird.
this would be a true
Vindikaliner.
Märzen.
Okay. Oh, like you were saying, yeah, in the chat room, Metz.
Just a little is fine. Like a shot. There you go. That's more than enough.
Okay. Interesting. Has anybody tasted this before in the chat room? Is this anyone's favorite beer ever? Okay. It smells. It's not as strong smelling as the other one.
What?
Oh, is this one
Oh.
for you?
Oh
Wait,
gosh. I don't think that's true. I think this is much stronger.
I'm going in. Oh, weird. That is a weird one. Oh, it's got a weird aftertaste too. Not weird, but just a notable one. Let's see.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, this one's more like dark tasting, like muddier, dirtier. I don't know, earthier. but it's not as smooth, I think, because like it's not bad. But if I was to chug that and drink the whole thing, I'd feel like I just ate a sandwich,
If I were to
like wheat bread or something.
not chug it, if I were to take another drink, I would blow chunks on this
Yeah.
table. I would drink that last one. I'd drink that whole thing before I would take another
Really?
sip of this.
Yeah, this one, it's not.
God.
It doesn't look dark, but it tastes
People-
dark.
People voluntarily go out and pay for this.
Yeah, that one is a strong. Yeah, that one's weird. So, what do you think about this one? Do you like that one?
I don't know. I've never had it.
Oh, you've never had it. Oh, okay. Well, we'll get Darrell's taste.
He's gonna do it.
Raspberry beret set. He needs a bucket. I like IPA when I do drink beer. Hello from Chicago.
And somebody from Canada I meant to reference earlier.
Back in the 80s, I made VHS movies and helped run a BBS on the Commodore 64 with a 1200 mod modem. Nice.
Have another drink.
Is it like kind of earthy?
Strangely, it's more malty, I think, than the standard malt Munich. Very interesting.
Malt.
But wait, there's more.
Oh.
Oh, I can't wait.
Malty. I guess I don't know what malt tastes like. What is malt? Is that like a thing?
It's like a grain.
Oh, it's a grain. That's why it was so grain. That's why it was so.
Here is Tuscher.
Oh, okay.
Fest Bier.
Fest Bier. Okay.
This one's looking a little better. Looking a little better.
A little better. Okay, very fancy looking.
It also has a strong smell.
What does that say on the top? Toucher? Toucher Fest Bier? Biery?
That's what gets people in trouble.
Either I'm losing my sense of smell for beer or this one smells even less than the last one. Is that right?
I don't know.
No, I can smell it. But I don't know. Doesn't seem strong.
It's a special lager.
Ooh, it's not as dark.
Ooh,
oh, this is
might be good.
This is closer to like a Corona, like one of those kind of a light beer, kind of more
I
of
don't
a.
even know what that is, but okay. I mean, I know what a Corona is. I've never had one.
I mean, it's closer to it, but it's not really.
So far, this is the best one because it has the least amount of taste.
Yeah. This one's very subtle. He still pours it out. Yeah, this one's very subtle. Yeah. Toucher Fest beer.
Man.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah.
I would drink that one or the first one.
I would drink that one before.
But if I had Bud Light, I'd probably go with that first. But as a backup,
It's been a minute since I've had a Tuscher.
oh, okay.
He's doing it off camera.
Touche.
And he's doing the snob thing.
I like it.
That's not bad.
All right.
He likes it.
We got one last
What about Fireball? I see
Round
Fireball
here.
in there.
Is that German?
one last round here. We have a special German treat.
Oh, yeah.
On those cold winter nights, the Germans like to drink
Deer's blood.
All right.
Now, this is what I can get down with. I like these.
These are okay.
Wow. All right.
But they're not beer.
So this is Jägermeister for those who are unaware. And they are frozen, and it is so good in the freezer. Wow, I haven't had one of these in forever. It's been years.
Are you a Jägermeister? You drink Jägermeister?
I can. If you give me one of those little shot glasses, we'll fire some up here. Yeah, I've had Jäger.
Oh my god, I can't open this.
Back in my
There
day.
you go. Woo! It's so strong.
Now I should say that my my doctor said that I'm not supposed to consume alcohol.
Ever?
Well, she also wants me to be like a vegetarian, and that's not going to happen.
Not gonna-
So I
that's right, you
shouldn't
gotta-
drink. I shouldn't drink this.
You gotta learn
But
to
I
love.
will.
You gotta learn to love broccoli. That's the good
That's
stuff.
what she keeps telling me. Broccoli and like asparagus and all
Dude,
kinds
asparagus
of
is
nasty
weird.
So
I love vegetables.
So
but I hate
what
asparagus.
does the flavor of Jägermeister remind you of, Larry? Like what describe the flavor?
The flavor of Jägermeister reminds me of
This is a very amusing night. Howdy. Hey,
rock
Paul.
and roll. That's what it reminds me
Rock and roll. Nice. Mm.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to finish this. This will be good.
Wow, man. I now remember how strong this stuff is. I mean, the effects are strong, but it's just the taste, the aroma. It's just like, it's better when you hold your nose, but like holding your nose and drinking liquor is super lame. That's like up there with LARPing for you. I think LARPing is not lame, but
I
ooh.
agree to disagree.
Man, this stuff is good.
Now, see, I was thinking that, I'm gonna do the beers,
Ooh.
which I know Larry's not gonna like. But then I thought I was gonna drop the Jägermeister, and he was just gonna be completely out.
And he's like,
I'm shocked.
We should have started with this. Maybe I ought to drink the other shit.
Man, that stuff rocks. It is rock and roll. That's what it tastes like.
Yeah.
What's that 56 there? What's that mean?
Is that I thought maybe it was a shot glass. I don't like to drink straight from the bottle.
What does that say?
Well, that's why I got the little ones.
something.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Metalheads Try German Fest beers.
There we go. That
and
was
at
it.
least got to finish with something.
That was it. That was it. We tried it. We loved it.
There's not a lot in these. I just took a sip and half of it's gone.
Yeah. See, that's what happened.
I know, right? Yeah, you really got to savor it. You got to sip that mug. Mm. Black licorice. Yes.
Yeah, that's probably.
Cough syrup. Yeah.
Did Darrell rip off a flight attendant? That's pretty good.
What? Oh, you're right.
Wait, from what?
Because
Because there was that.
No, I went out and bought these.
Oh.
I know.
Now he wishes he bought a whole gallon. Can you buy them in gallons? That would be awesome. I know they have the big ones.
Sounds dangerous.
They were like $100.
Wasn't there a time when you wanted a Jägermeister, or did you have a Jägermeister machine?
No, I joked about owning one
Oh, okay.
because that was like, so at some point in my life, like when I went to the Turtle or it was some bar with friends, I would just always end up just getting at least one, like a shot. They bring it to you frozen. And I remember looking across the way going, oh man, they have a dispenser, like its own Jägermeister machine.
What was that that club in downtown Huntsville that you went to a lot?
Sammy T's.
No, Oxygen.
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 I seem
yeah.
to recall drinking a lot of Jägermeister at Oxygen.
Yeah, that was a dance club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun one. I befriended the DJ, and he sometimes he would test out some tracks that I was working on because I just started like writing like electronic music and dance music and stuff. And he would test one out, but only when people like late at night when people were, like in case like it didn't get a good reaction. But it was always cool to hear my own song like real loud and hundreds of people dancing to it. I'm like, oh my god, it's me. That's my song.
Wait, what did I miss? You wrote a song?
Uh-huh. I mean, it was just, like electronic.
Or was it like
music.
DJing?
No, it was made by me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Because
just like,
some people think that if you DJ, you're like,
you're
like
just
you're
playing
performing or
music.
whatever.
Right.
It's like, oh, I'm gonna play this music from somebody else.
Right. I guess in a sense you're.
I'm an entertainer.
What is he doing?
Not much spilled.
Get him a straw so he can snort it like cocaine.
I've never done cocaine.
We have
But one thing, I don't.
another bottle.
Oh, hey. Yeah.
People keep asking about
Johnson.
doing drugs.
Johnson with the $10 again. Thank you so much, sir, for the true German version of Oktoberfest. Put on some lederhosen and get some busty German blonde girls to pour it up. Great peacekeeping move with the Jägermeister. Exactly.
What's Tommy saying? He
Except
worked
for
at
that
V?
time that he spilled it on the table. That's
Tommy
sad.
worked at V?
The great thing is, because it's a black
It's
tablecloth,
Oh, I'll just say that I'm
You
less
can't
concerned
even
about
see
this and more concerned that he spilled it and he can't drink it now.
But there's another one. Well, no, there's still some in
well,
there.
fortunately, there's like a one
Oh,
more.
that's true. Yeah, there is one more. You can have it if you want. I have beer.
Yes, I agree with FNLN. We need a rocker chick in these streaming videos.
In these streams. Nice.
Rocker.
I vote for Traci Lords. We get Traci Lords to come in. We fly Traci Lords in. We sit her in here with us.
On my knee?
No, mine.
Oh, on your, on your knee.
And we.
You mean now Traci Lords or
It doesn't matter. Have you seen
The
now
ones
Traci
from
Lords?
the past.
16-year-old Tracy Lords.
Traci Lords today is beautiful.
Tracy Lord 16 was hot.
what about 70-year-old Lita Ford?
Lita's still good.
70-year-old Lita Ford.
Oh, someone in the chat room actually said Lita Ford just now.
I did that earlier, but somebody wanted that. Oh no, somebody doesn't like Traci Lords.
No, Larry, no.
I met Tracy one
Tracy
time.
Lords or Tracy Nunn.
Wait, you met her?
I did at Dragon
At Dragon Con, that's right. I remember that.
The year was 1994.
God, really?
I think so.
94?
I think that was the last time I went to that loser
That
fest.
was the year that I bought that plant, I think. That beautiful plant is still alive to this day. Wow, weird. So what'd you say to her?
I did tell her that she was like the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life.
Oh no.
She was, and I'll say this.
Did you say it like Butthead?
Yeah, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my entire life. But she was, there was a couple of things that I remember about her from the meeting.
Her tits?
No,
Oh, what?
she was like
You said a couple.
4'6". She was very small. She was very tiny.
Really?
Yeah, she was not tall, and she
Spinner?
was
Didn't know.
stunningly gorgeous. Not like, oh, she's hot, like when she was in the one legal video she did.
Right.
But she was just very, very like classic beauty. And this isn't the Jaeger talking. I mean, I've said this, without
You
drinking
said this
Jaeger.
sober.
This must be the German beer talking.
Yeah, that's what it is.
that you sipped on.
and I
Can you
feel
do
bad,
that?
so I read her autobiography.
Can you go back through the night and pick which alcohol you're speaking through?
Yes, you can.
Is that
You can do
it?
that.
And I kind of felt bad for her because, everybody remembers her from obviously her early days.
Yeah.
But she's had a fairly successful career
She was in that John Waters movie.
outside of, the adult industry.
What was that, Crybaby?
She was in Crybaby.
Crybaby.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not of This Earth.
What?
She's not.
Is that like a sci-fi?
I think that was like a Roger Corman thing.
Oh, really?
And,
She's
I
worked
don't
with
know.
great people.
and then she's, she had the First Wave TV show, the sci-fi show. I mean, that's not for me, but I mean, it was, it had a few
I
seasons.
remember that one. First Wave.
What?
Larry's eyes just dance when he goes off on a Traci Lords tangent. It's like
seeing each other
on Christmas.
Christmas morn.
That was very eloquently said, Mandy. I need more comments like that.
Boy, up here. What day is this? It is Christmas. It's not too late. Boy, here, Take this money, buy the largest goose.
I only remember the Mickey Mouse one.
Were you just LARPing?
Oh, boy, what is it? Oh, it's Christmas.
I don't
It's
think
not
Mickey
too
Mouse
late.
was Scrooge.
Here, boy, take this money and buy the largest goose.
Oh,
Was he Tiny Tim?
yeah.
Oh.
Well, no.
No.
Mickey Mouse was.
Was he every character?
Bob Cratchit? No. Wait. Wasn't he the other bad guy? He was the dad of Tiny Tim.
Cratchit.
Yeah, Bob Cratchit. That was Mickey Mouse. Oh, sir, I'll gladly work 17 hours a day for 6 pence and a nickel.
And a nickel. With the exchange rate, I don't know if that's worth it.
I'm sorry, Tiny Tim. You're gonna die because we're just too poor and have a mean old boss. Oh, because it was probably Scrooge McDuck.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
Boy,
And I'll do a.
what day is that? It's Christmas. It's not too late. Boy, here's some money. Pay the largest goose.
Good God, man! Does he got a damn dress on and play bagpipes? That's awful. Let me plug something that I don't get paid for.
Oh.
You go to YouTube and you look up. I don't even know who does these things,
Hey, I think a lot of people are currently on YouTube right now.
but it's called Prostitute Mickey.
Oh no.
It is fantastic.
Prostitute Mickey. Okay.
Yeah,
We
there's
just-
like 5 or 6 of them. They're
we-
like
we
little
just-
shorts.
We just lost half our viewers because they are tuning into a different YouTube channel.
I swear
Your recommendation.
we had 100.
Well, later,
We
do
did.
it.
Look, it just
Do
dropped.
it
We had 100.
later.
Now there's 56. What just happened?
He told them to go to a different YouTube channel.
Later,
That's
not
too weird.
now. Would
Yeah,
you
later.
forget it already? Trying to McNally Field.
Oh no, we have 102 now.
Well, they watched the video. Now
they
they're
came
back.
back. Oh. I thought for a second maybe they didn't like your Scotch
It's in the
accent or
freezer.
something. Yeah, it's in the freezer, in the top. Yeah.
I'm
welcome
laying
back,
claim to this. This, the final little bottle.
Yes. It's all you. Yeah, these were quite
See,
excellent.
look, that person, they love the Prostitute Mickey series. Choo choo.
Choo, choo.
Go watch the show.
Oh, okay. It's
yeah.
got to have something to do with it.
It dropped again. Is it something
What
weird?
the hell?
It must be something weird. I don't
Oh,
understand.
it's going, man.
Yeah, that makes sense. 97, somebody says watching. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Play some 80s hard rock or heavy metal.
Okay.
Let's see. What,
Get out the boom box.
I can pretty much play any song on this thing. So, what do you want to hear?
Not Darrell, though. He's not very good at the guitar.
I can do some White Line. You like White Line, don't you?
I love it.
Oh, hey, what's going on? Where all those icons come from?
What? Whoa, we got
Did we get something?
emojis.
Did we get something? We just suddenly got 1 million emojis. What is going on? Oh, somebody, hey, way up, dude. Yeah. Oh. I thought something was actually going on, but
If I hit that, is it going to do something rocking?
yeah.
Do something, rock. Hey, look. We got Eric emojis with him LARPing.
Hey, there you go. Yeah.
Wait, do I have to turn it off? Yeah.
I think
Or it
so.
will come back?
Yeah, I think it's kind of weird.
What happened?
But yeah, that's pretty awesome. There you go.
Hey,
you go, sir. We rocked it.
Brazil.
Brazil!
You knew somebody from Brazil, didn't you?
Do I know someone from Brazil?
Yeah, I thought you knew somebody from Brazil.
I do know somebody from Brazil.
How'd that work out?
I have a friend from Brazil.
Good.
Are they Brazilian?
Yes.
Oh,
That's how that works.
And I suppose you fancy yourself American.
I fancy myself American.
He
Yeah, you
does.
probably reluctantly consider yourself American.
Reluctantly.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Reluctantly crouch at the starting line. I am born and raised in the United States of America. Therefore, I am an American.
Born and raised. You know why Nadal dropped out of the tennis thing?
Why are we suddenly talking about tennis?
Because he's not American. He's something else.
He's Spanish.
It's Spanish. He's
From-
a Spaniard. Spain.
He
Spain?
yes, Spain. But he's also from a very special part of Spain.
Oh, the part where they play tennis kid?
He's from Mallorca.
Is that New York's cousin?
No. Mallorca is an island off the coast of Spain.
Is that
So
New Yorker?
it's kind of unique in that way.
I think I need something to chase this with.
Greeting from Argentina.
Hey.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's the only line from that
You
I
got,
know.
you got some more of that to do.
Bob Draw. Her name is Rio. Is that your friend in Brazil? Is her name Rio?
No.
Oh.
Alice.
Oh. Her name is
I can
Alice.
have some, can I?
Yeah.
And her name is not Rio. Life in a bus. Venga bus. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Frickin' Venga Boys. Remember Venga Boys?
Sadly,
What?
and probably only thanks to you.
Yeah.
Did you just reference Banga Boy?
Venga Boys.
Oh, Banga Boy.
Yeah, you remember Venga Boys? It was like
No.
it was like late 90s Euro dance.
I am thankful that I don't remember that.
Well, it was a really cool band. I valued their music library. It was very nice. Lars failed at tennis. Was Lars a tennis player?
I wasn't a drummer.
Oh, hey, hey.
Yeah, you're more of a drummer than he is. Hey,
Hey.
wait, we have one of those.
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
Metallica.
Yeah. Metallica's all right.
Look, that's for Eric.
Army of Darkness is about to drop on 4K disc.
Big
Did you
Jam.
know that?
I did not know that. 4K disc,
You can now
really?
watch it in super clear definition.
I've
and all
never,
its
I have
suckiness.
not seen it in 4K. That would be amazing.
Do you not like that movie?
No.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
You don't like Bruce Campbell?
No.
What? Come on.
Gimme.
All right, maybe I'll. But you know what I've been watching? You know,
Puerto Rico.
or as President Trump would say. I don't know,
China.
how do you say it? No, he's like Puerto Rico. He's like, we love Puerto Rico.
Oh, he
He's
tries to
like-
get the
yeah,
accent.
like it was really bad.
Oh, that's weird when all of a sudden people like get the accent.
You mean Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico?
Turtles.
Little
There's a lot of turtles.
Oh man, I like turtles. I like turtles.
Hey,
I like turtles.
do we only see the turtles,
Yeah, that sounded like
or do the people watching see the turtles?
Do what?
Do we only see the turtles?
Oh,
do
no,
the
no,
people
everybody
see
sees them.
the turtles.
Yeah.
Wait,
everybody-
you see turtles?
Oh yeah, I think that's just you.
Well, I
I don't see him at all.
Keep drinking.
No, what I've been watching over the last week,
Mhm.
I have went back and watched. I've been trying to go back and watch some 80s stuff.
Cool. Are you watching Growing Pains too?
No, but I did watch. I did watch A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1,
Ooh.
2,
Ooh.
3,
Ow.
4,
Ow.
5, and 6,
What the?
as well as
Wait, how many is there?
I think the 6 was the last one, and then I watched
Oh, okay.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare, which I guess would have been the 7th one.
Oh.
I'm about halfway through the Jason versus Freddy.
Oh wow.
And let me say,
Monkeys.
Tell it like it is, Larry.
I will. So the first one is pretty good. You know, it's like a decent 80s horror
It was more horror
movie.
Like I feel,
you know?
it was less campy.
And then
like.
2 and 3. Now 3 was great because it had Dawkins' Dream Warriors.
Oh yeah.
You know, the song.
Yeah.
Like that in and of itself
Dawkins' only good song.
made it.
Sorry, Dawkins fans.
So, but after 3, they're really, really bad. Now, the first 3 aren't great. Some might say they're not even good. But the 4th one was like real bad, right? And I was like, ooh. And then I watched the 5th one. And I truly thought, good God, it couldn't get worse than this. And then I watched the 6th one. Oh, The Final Nightmare. It was
hard.
worse than the 5th one. They replaced a main character with a different actress.
But it sounds like it lived up to its title.
And it took what?
It was the Final Nightmare.
Well, no, because then they made Wes Craven's New Nightmare, and that was even worse.
Put the top back on it.
No.
Sorry, Dale's Place. He's like, take it back, Eric. I mean, I don't hate Dawkins.
God, drink it all.
I put the lid back on now.
Well, that's impressive. You watched all of the Nightmare on Elm Street. So
Yeah, and so I didn't. I didn't like it.
His didn't like it.
No.
When I think about it, I didn't like it.
No, I don't think. You know, Darrell always over exaggerates things as if I am.
So look now, Doctor. But somebody ate all your lollipops.
The judicial system.
I saw Dawkins live. I saw Dawkins live.
Yeah.
I would say not long ago, but it was like 10 years ago. And they weren't very good.
So they weren't very live.
Really? Who did they play with?
Was it like Dawkins Dead?
No, it was Dawkins and Sebastian Bach.
Was George Lynch
Poison?
Was George Lynch?
No,
playing?
George Lynch.
Well,
Was
then it's not Dawkins.
I know. I'm just saying.
Just because it's Don Dawkins.
Well, so
like,
I think we talked about this before.
The band has my name, so then therefore I am the band.
But I think we talked about this, and like he didn't perform very well, and I was ripping him for his performance, and then somebody's like, "Oh, he had cancer." And I was like, "Oh, well."
Yeah,
Well,
someone here.
fuck him for having cancer.
No, I
And by the way,
It was like when
thank you, Carla T.
it's like when I made those skeleton comments about Stephen Pearson. Everyone was like, he has cancer.
does he?
He had cancer.
Well, I saw him in 1987. He couldn't sing worth a shit back then either.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
That was my first concert. Rat.
Oh yeah.
Queensryche opening for him.
Oh, so that was must have been right before the Motley Crue concert.
No, Motley Crue was in like September. This was in January.
Oh, geez.
November. Motley Crue was November.
So why then didn't you like get your good friend to go with you?
Because I just turned 12. I don't think you knew who Rat was. And I didn't either. So full disclosure here. There was a girl.
There's butts on the screen. by the way.
You probably
Bouncing butts.
You probably won't remember
They're twerking.
this girl. You remember Melanie and Yvonne?
Yeah.
Okay, so Yvonne, they're both hot, but Yvonne was in my class in 4th grade, and she had this sweet satin jacket with the rat, like electronic looking rat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And so I fancied myself a Rat fan. I don't think I'd ever heard one of their songs, but I think I just liked her, and her jacket was cool. So when the Dancing Undercovers tour came through Huntsville, I believe it was January 19th, 1987, a mere week and a day after I had turned 12, my mom was able to get me tickets for it.
Mm.
And this little band at the Von Braun Civic Center. And I think myself, my mother, and 314 other people were there. And we saw Rat perform
in that arena.
Queen's Right.
Oh my God! So it was like empty.
No, it wasn't empty, but it wasn't great. Hey, look, B. Jammin said he saw New Kids on the Block once.
NKOT, bro.
Now listen,
That's funny.
I too have seen New Kids
You
on the
did?
Block live.
And you think LARPing is funny? Wow.
I think we just hey, you know those
Burn.
those 100 new followers you guys just got.
Well, they just left.
So here's what happened. I got my wife tickets for New Kids on the Block in Nashville a few years back.
Oh, that's right.
Right. And like her best friend,
I remember.
like
this.
they ducked out, like they couldn't make it. And because my wife doesn't have any friends, I was like, look, if you can't find anybody to go, I'll go with you. And I just knew she was gonna find somebody to go, and she didn't. So I went, and I have to say, man,
Peter.
they put on a great show. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very enjoyable concert. Because here's the thing: even though it's crappy music you don't like, it's crappy music that you know.
Right.
So now, even songs that you thought you used to hate, you know, everybody's done that, right? The song comes on the radio and you're like, oh, I hated that song. And you're like, oh, yeah, compared to the shit that's out today, that's not too bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block.
Well, but now look, here's the thing. I tried to go in objectively. I go in objectively.
But what was that one Backstreet Boys song that was kind of catchy?
All right.
Yeah, that was the one actually. Like that one was okay, but it was.
I should have had you hazel rig to in the shower. You
What?
still owe me one of those.
What? I owe you.
You never did it. I did the donation and I deferred my hazel rigging. He knows now. He knows. He remembers.
Thankfully, everyone here
So what we
has
should
no
do-
idea what you're talking
Okay.
about.
So Darrell.
No, we don't.
No,
need to
we're
explain
going
it to
into
them.
this. Oh, you shouldn't have served up the Jaeger. So here's the thing. Darrell was funding a project that he was in the process of doing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Thank you.
the first time I did it,
Nobody did it?
no, the first time I did it wasn't for anything. I just
Did it? Oh, I didn't know
I just
that.
thought it was a funny.
Well,
thing.
that's not the one you owe me for. So I
Oh wait, 1 second. Linksys 595. Thank you very much. Hey guys, busy with the job. At least in my break. Wait, you're on your break right now? I'll give you some bucks. Rock on, brothers. For Larry, what is the best looking metal album cover in the 80s? Rock on, Larry.
best looking album
That's
cover in the 80s.
Would it
something
be
with tits on it.
Yeah, would it be that one? What was that one? Bandy 6? Bandy, was it? That one? No, that's not metal.
No, let's see.
Metal album. See, that's the
Somebody
hang up
asking
though.
me?
It's like
What?
the
I still have to make
Hysteria
a
cover is
decision?
awesome, but it's like Def Leppard isn't metal. It's like, what is metal? Are we talking kind of hard rock, hair metal? Or are we talking?
We're talking 80s.
80s
hard
hard
rock.
rock. I think that.
Okay,
I'll
okay.
go with that.
Yeah.
I'll go with that. I don't know. Let's see. I liked, even though I didn't love the album, I always liked the cover to Theater of Pain by Motley Crue with
Really?
the comedy and tragedy.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
always
like
loved
that.
that too.
Yeah, but all of those options,
Well,
you're choosing that?
No, I'm not choosing it.
Options.
I'm having a open discussion as we move along in this thing.
Quite right, mental health. Oh, that's a good one too with the mask. That was the one with the mask, right? In the eyeball.
man.
I think Circus Brains would like us to choose I Fuck Like a Beast by Wasp. But
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, no, I would say, and that's a good point there with Way Up, Dude. I've never heard one Halloween song, but all of their album covers were awesome. But at the end of the day, if you have to pick the coolest album cover from the 80s,
Yeah.
without a doubt, I can't say without a doubt if it's down to two, right? It's
Right.
either Number of the Beast
Good
or
one.
Live After Death. There's zero chance that the best album cover from the 80s doesn't belong to Iron
So
Maiden.
I loved Number of the Beast. That was the blue cover, right? It was
No, the Live
bluish.
After Death was the blue one with him coming out of the grave. And then
Oh, that
Number
was
of the
the
Beast had Eddie using him as a puppet.
Oh yeah.
Using the devil as a puppet.
Oh, they had the best covers. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
good pick.
No, I would say
That's a good one.
there's no way that any of the best album cover, going strictly on covers, goes to anybody other than Iron Maiden. If Macabre had an album,
What
It would
year,
win.
what year was Creatures of the Night?
Creatures of the Night was 1982.
Well, there we go. I know, speaking from the past, we absolutely loved Creatures of the Night cover,
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
That was super cool.
the
But
original cover.
But the reason it was cool, right,
Yeah.
is because it wasn't available back then. They had changed the album cover, so
Could be.
finding it was like, oh wow, look, oh,
Yeah,
it's the
you
makeup
could be
cover,
right.
you know.
You could be right.
Yeah.
And it was an awesome cover,
Yeah.
but
The glowing eyes.
all rock and metal album covers pale in comparison to everything Iron Maiden did. If you had to do a top 5, it'd be 5 Iron Maiden albums.
I mean, I guess they were involved in
Ooh.
the selection process, but really,
Tommy makes.
I mean, you leave it up to the.
Oh yeah. So retired bass. Oh yeah, $4.99. Thank you so much, Darrell. Check your message real quick. It's very important. You saw her in Las Vegas.
I don't know if you should
think
read that out
mentioned
loud.
that, did you? Oh, should we not say that out loud?
Oh, squirt! So when I met up with Sandy in Las Vegas, she made me a special concoction of these 2 ingredients: Captain Morgan Spice Rum
Ooh.
and squirt. Are you guys familiar
Oh.
with this soft drink squirt?
No.
I've heard of it.
It must be a left coast thing because
Was it like Sprite? It's Mexican. Look, it's Mexican.
well, this
Mexican.
particular one is, but here's how familiar is everyone with squirt? Because I think that probably the first time I'd ever seen it or heard of it or definitely had it.
Oh yeah.
But I must admit, even though that is totally not my kind of drink, quite enjoyable.
Hmm.
Yeah. If you're just walking around, the Fremont Street
Yeah.
with a giant.
It's alcoholic.
No, well,
no,
that's a
I
soft
think the
drink.
Squirt's the mixer.
Oh,
It's-
the mixture.
it's
I said
the-
the squirt. So you got
Captain
It's
Morgan.
the Captain Morgan's.
It's
that's,
alcoholic.
The...
It's got alcohol in it.
Really?
I've had So they say.
So they say. Well, squirt. Angie says squirt is sick, but then famous in France says love squirt. So you
There
got
you
you got the love hate thing going on.
Nothing like Mountain Dew.
No, I have not had a soda for I guess 2 years now. Oh dang! How long has it been?
So
Not one soda, not even a sip, not even a tiny taste on my tongue of any sort of soda.
So that's interesting you say that.
So I don't know that I could do the squirt.
So I went several.
Hey, Ethan,
Uh-oh.
thank you very much.
What, are we doing guitars?
No, you could do like
Are we doing guitar?
you could do
You're
a
doing like an
soda.
acoustic guitar.
No, he doesn't want to do a soda.
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
you could do soda, couldn't you?
Soda?
Like actual soda.
What is actual soda?
It's water with carbonation in it.
Oh, where they just like pump it full
Like
of like
seltzer
CO2 or
water?
something? Yeah.
like soda water.
Yeah. I mean, I guess so. I just don't do soda because all the weird chemicals and crap they add to it. So if it's just water, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could do that and throw some rum at it.
Well, what I'm trying
That'd
to
be cool.
say is that I went to the doctor recently. And they said things weren't looking so good with my blood work. And I hadn't drank a soda in like a decade.
Oh.
But then the Dollar General,
These work so well.
the Dollar General down the street, they had Mexican Coke.
Oh.
And I started drinking a Mexican Coke a day for like 2 months. And with a decade worth of good blood work, it all went to shit. So my doctor said I can't have that.
Okay. Well, that was a good song. It was a good story too.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Casey Anthony was hot. What? Somebody said something about Casey Anthony. She was hot.
Who was that?
Wait, who's
She's
that?
the girl that looks like the princess.
Bride?
No, she looks like the princess.
Bride?
No. She's the one that was acquitted of killing her child in Florida.
Oh,
Oh.
that seems a little grim.
Yeah, I think this thing took a bad turn. So back on to
Oh. Okay. I remember who you're talking about now.
there was the little girl with the duct tape over the mouth and the trunk or
Like
something.
outside the grandparents' home or something like that.
I don't know anything about that. I can't remember
That's okay.
because it wasn't my case. But she was acquitted.
Fine. Lawyer who can't remember discovery. That's
It's not my case. I got my own cases to worry about. I represent plenty of people that have killed other folks. I don't need to worry about that one.
Miley Jessica wants to release that song. All right, there you go. I'll clip it out and it'll put it on
I think we did.
Spotify. There you go.
I think we just
Hey,
did.
Speaking
We
of
just
songs,
released it.
speaking of songs,
Yeah, I like songs.
so these people are gonna get mad at me. So I watched that Stranger Things
The newest one?
season.
The latest one?
Yeah, the one with
Okay.
the Eddie character.
Yeah.
Right,
Did you
right.
like it?
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
Uh,
They're saying that's you, by the way. They're saying that video of you is the origin story of Eddie. Months.
they didn't send me any, they didn't send me any royalties.
Well,
But I did think that the Master of Puppets guitar solo was extremely underwhelming based on I'd heard so much about it leading up, and it was
Yeah.
like that's not that great. But that other
Yeah, I can
song
see
that got
that.
real popular, "Running Up the Hill" or whatever.
yeah, right?
Right?
Kate Bush? Yeah.
Yeah, Kate Bush.
Yeah.
Okay. So now both of you guys were definitely more into different music
Right.
than I was.
The synth stuff.
Do you remember that song at all? I don't think I'd ever heard it before.
So it's weird because I didn't remember it from the 80s at all, zero. But I remembered the dance remix being played in the clubs when I went to that club a lot that Darrell was talking about earlier.
Come
They
on,
played
baby.
The remix club
Come
mix,
on, darling.
like all the time. And I was like, I really liked it. I didn't realize for a long time that was an 80s remix.
Okay.
I learned it later on in life, but then when I heard that,
Because they were
Uh-huh.
like Master of Puppets is now back on the charts for the first
Yeah.
time in so many years, and so is Kate Bush. You
Yeah.
know, from their '80s hits, and I was like, '80s hits? I've never heard this song before in
right.
my life.
I guess it just wasn't a
I don't
big-
hate it.
I first discovered Kate Bush in college when I worked at the
After
radio
the 80s.
station.
Most of our
Right.
first
Yeah, yeah,
experiences
yeah, yeah.
with Bush were a little earlier than that.
I knew you were gonna go there. I knew you were gonna go there. Oh my god.
Sorry.
My my first experience with Bush was from the 70s.
I guess so.
Where's that?
Or no,
In the '80s from the '70s?
yeah, at Tommy's house.
Oh, yeah, well, good old Tommy. Oh my.
And that's probably the first time I've ever seen a guy suck his own dick.
At Tommy's house?
That got weird.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I got.
I'm hoping that's
straight.
Ron Jeremy and not Tommy.
No, it was on a screen.
Oh,
it was on a
okay,
screen.
good.
It was a yeah.
Was it Tommy Lee?
First pornography you ever saw?
It had to be at Tommy's.
No.
Oh, first porn I saw. So the first pornography, you're going to be shocked that I remember this. It was in your living room.
Oh no.
Oh, well, you mean live?
No.
I thought you were talking about the magazine with the beautiful, beautiful ears. No.
What is even going on?
It's Amber? What are you talking about?
Well, that's
My dog. My dog
No.
back then.
what I'm talking about. So the first time I ever saw nudity on the big screen was Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
Oh.
The Cherry
Chase
magazine we
That we found on
in the ditch behind my house.
That's true. That's true.
The shards of
Yeah,
then
somebody
we-
did us a favor.
and then we hid them in the culvert
do remember that.
and would come back
It
to
was-
them.
It might have been Tommy that got rid of them. Tommy's house had the greatest stash of porn ever. It was awesome.
I would push that little sound effect of the crickets, but
Yeah,
I got distracted.
he got distracted. He got distracted. Trash face, trash officer. That's the button.
That's a good question by B. Jammin. Did you guys ever make any movies at the Dead Children's Playground?
Hey, you know some Huntsville lore.
The first time I ever smoked the ganja
Oh, it was over there?
was at
Oh,
the children's
interesting.
playground.
Oh.
I
Okay.
have never done an illegal drug in my entire life.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. So
Did
that doesn't answer the question. Did y'all ever shoot anything
Did
over
we ever
there?
film anything over there?
No.
Well, then it sounds like what we need to do. It's coming up in the spooky season.
So
Dead Children's Playground's still there. It closes
Yeah.
1 hour after sunset.
So I remember seeing there was a YouTube video probably 10 years ago that someone did about the history of it or the lore of it or something. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I remember thinking, man, why didn't we ever do a short, a little horror thing? But there's something on YouTube. I guess it's still there, but this is early YouTube that someone made it. But that's cool that you brought that up because no one really knows about that unless you live here. But basically, it's just a story that people tell about this really. There's a playground that's right next to a cemetery.
The oldest cemetery in town.
Yeah, and the story or the legend is that the children that died in the cemetery get up in the middle of the night or something and swing on the swings.
Yeah.
So when you go there at night, you can see the swings moving and swinging back. Not just a little bit of wind, but actually swinging like there's a kid in it or something, and it's really creepy.
And then aren't you supposed to be able to hear some chattering?
Children
or something?
singing or talking.
Chattering, laughing in the dark.
Possibly, but it's kind of wasn't that a thing on
Pet Cemetery.
was it Pet Cemetery? I was going to say
I wouldn't take anything I say. to
Nightmare on Elm Street. Remember 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. That reminded me of
Dead Children's
Dead Children's Playground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But anyway, good question.
So no, the answer is no, they have not, but they might.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I guess it's still there, right?
It's still there,
Yeah,
and I will
yeah.
not be participating in that shooting event if it's after hours. I don't mess with that stuff.
Yeah, and he doesn't do any illegal drugs either, so.
It's true.
So
And he doesn't LARP. He doesn't LARP. He doesn't drink beer. He doesn't do a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty lame.
But he has way more tattoos than the both of us.
I have some tattoos.
Well, I don't know. Darrell has tattoos, but if you put all of Darrell's tattoos on his arm, I don't know. Would that be
No, that might not be as much. I don't know.
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Well, I have more than just the arm.
His butt.
I mean, you
He
want
has
to
a
see
butt
the,
tattoo.
I don't have any. I have
the
zero
ribs.
tattoos.
The ribs hurt.
Rib tattoos?
Yeah, the ribs
Oh.
hurt. Don't do the ribs.
He has a tattoo of ribs on his ribs, except with barbecue sauce.
Right. And like a Heinz 57 bottle on his ribs.
I don't remember Contraband.
I remember Contra for the NES. That was a
No,
good game.
no, they're asking about
Oh.
Tracy Gunn.
So look at the time.
I think it's a perfect time for an intermission.
Is it?
This has been empty for like an hour.
So
Actually, there's a little bit.
These have been empty for like,
But we don't have any more of those.
Did I just hear laughter?
yeah.
Oh, were those dead children laughing?
I don't know what's funny
Yeah.
about dead children.
So we didn't have time to do a custom special intermission. So this is a rerun because
Wop, 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 wop. We don't have
I
that
mean
button.
technically these are old commercials from the 80s, so they're kind of already reruns. But anyway,
You didn't even have to tell them it wasn't new, and they wouldn't have never known.
I should have just
I know.
kept my mouth shut.
I really should have rolled with it.
Yeah, that's
Nah.
it. The show's over. That's it. I'm going home. I am home.
What?
So I'm going to your house. You stay here.
Okay.
This will be where, and then I'll
I'll
call
drive.
into the show and I'll be like, "Hey guys!" All right, so yeah, I guess we're gonna take a little quick intermission and grab our new drinks.
We're gonna re-rack.
Yes, re-rack, and we'll stick around. Who's the boss will be back in a moment. Stick around. Yeah,
Yep.
you like that one? Yeah,
That's fun,
you can hit
okay.
the button this time if you want
I
to.
like it.
Are you really going to
What do
drink
we hit?
this?
Break.
Still? Oh.
Yeah.
One night, March 9th at the Capitol Center. Metallica. The first headline tour ever. With special guest Queen's Reich. Reserve seats now at the box office, ticket centers, Maryland waterbeds, or charged by phone. March 9th. Don't miss Metallica. Friday night, July 28th. Live in the Capitol Center. Celador presents Metallica, the Damage Justice Tour, with special guests, The Cult. Tickets now at Capitol Center box office, ticket centers, Maryland waterbeds, or charged by phone. Friday, July 28th. Don't miss Metallica.
You're too young.
I'll show them.
In a crowd!
It's Max.
Romans, Cocologists. Your numbers are growing because New Coke has a better, more modern taste than
Pepsi.
Uh-oh, you said the P word.
Now, can I join?
If it's yay, I stay. No, I go.
Max! Sure, you can join.
Can he be president? Catch the wave. Coke.
Introducing the all-new Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Four-wheel disc brakes, a multi-port fuel-injected V6 engine, four-wheel independent suspension, and aerodynamic styling even the wind can't resist. In short, the new Cutlass Supreme is not your father's Oldsmobile.
For a test drive you'll never forget, see your Northern California Go-Olds dealer today.
It's the right place at the right time when the right day is a state of mind. It's a feeling that's all around. The silver bullet walks slowly down. So come on in the Coors Light. It's the right beer now. To the good life, yeah. Good life, yeah. So come on in the Coors Light. It's the right beer now.
Saturday, it's a family for Joe with the lovable Robert Mitchum.
How about playing kick the can? We'll start with yours.
And after a hilarious amen, Blanche steals Dorothy's guy.
I'm not going to take this lying down.
I don't think you're going to be invited.
Then it's the sitcom that's all new every week. The premiere of Carol and Company, All-Star Comedy, Saturday.
Good evening. Opponents of U.S. policy in Central America staged angry demonstrations all across the country today, but none bigger or angrier than right here in San Francisco. Police arrested 250 people for blocking traffic, blocking the federal building, and disorderly conduct. Dressed in civilian clothes, Lieutenant Colonel Oliver North announced his retirement today from the Marine Corps. He said his legal battle over the Iran-Contra scandal is incompatible with active duty. And we'll have more after this.
Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. You're gonna love it in an instant. So good and frosty, rich and tasty. Carnation Instant Breakfast. You're gonna love it in an instant. You'll also love that Carnation Instant Breakfast is now even easier to make with this free shaker mug. See specially marked boxes for mail-in offer details. Carnation Instant Breakfast. In regular and no sugar added. You're gonna love it in an instant.
My roommate said, "Gee, Shelley, your skin looks really good. It couldn't be because of Dove." I said, "Jen, it must be."
We asked women to give up their soap and use Dove for 7 days.
I had some dry spots right here. After using Dove for 7 days, they're gone.
Dove contains 1/4 moisturizing cream. Its non-soap formula won't dry your face like soap.
Everybody wants to look touchable. With Dove, my skin feels wonderful.
City News, Mr. Keebler. Can you tell us what your new sandwich cookies look like? No comment. Well, we hear they've got creamy fillings. No comment.
Keebler introduces new EL Fudge sandwich cookies. Buttery cookies with creamy fudge. Chocolatey cookies with peanut butter middles. And chocolatey cookies with vanilla cream.
We hear they're all delicious.
They are? Oh, were you talking to the cookie?
The cookie? No comment.
New EL Fudge sandwich cookies from Keebler.
Tomorrow morning on Today from LA, we'll meet the Oscar winners and recap Hollywood's big night.
Also, the church lady, Dana Carvey, and Chick Corea.
Today from LA, tomorrow morning.
Holy crap. You're watching Eric and Darrell. Holy crap.
The best food for fast times. Something like TikTok.
Spanning the globe with news and views, Disneyland, California is blasting to the past. Rocking and rolling from a fabulous 50s flashback filled with doo-wop, shoe-bop, and yakety-yak. And this just in, Disneyland is giving away 5 classic 50s cars or one of 300,000 other prizes. Join the gang for some fun 50s food at the mall shop where this new thing called rock and roll has everyone hopping. So come blast to the past, beginning March 19th. And at Disneyland, that's the way it is.
Hello! Now that Ed has the hang of flying, this 4th of July we will be skyriding above the beaches and picnic places of America. So be sure to pick up a few bottles of the Bartles and James Original Premium Wine Cooler, or if you prefer, Ed's New Red. Uh-oh! So please keep your eye on the sky this 4th of July, and we thank you for your support.
Something's stirring, and there's no denying its energy, its arrival. This phenomenon goes by the name of Daytona. The brand new front-wheel drive Dodge Daytona. Be prepared for even more excitement per mile. Dodge Daytona. Dodge, setting new standards of performance.
I say, that's exactly why I use it.
Ultra Slim Fast. Give us a week. We'll take off the weight. He's a sweetheart swindler who took their money and stole their hearts.
We had been taken.
Catch a double-crossing Romeo on a new mistress. Then on night court, Christine dreams about a new baby.
Where did you learn such filth?
Will he be a peeping Dan, a bullhead, or a wise guy Harry? Then tune in for Love in the Workplace.
I think you're drooling on my shoes.
The sassy hit comedy is back. FM. And on Quantum Leap.
Oh, boy.
Can Sam lose his fear of flying?
There was no net.
What?
And save his sister's life?
Wednesday.
In Honduras, American paratroopers dotted the skies today. And in Panama, it now appears General Manuel Noriega may agree to leave that country. I'm Elaine Corral. We'll have those stories, all the news, tonight at 10.
I know it's kind of early for this type of thing. I just wanted to be the first to tell folks in this area about the newest, biggest, boldest taste yet from Doritos. New salsa Rio flavor. Imagine all those Rio Grande fixins plus big chunky salsa taste, and it's all on one little chip. The age we live in. Forgot about that crunch business.
New salsa Rio flavored Doritos brand tortilla chips. One heck of a taste, one heck of a crunch.
It's summertime, and that's a busy, dizzy time for you. You're on the go, on the move. You need plenty of fuel to keep you moving, grooving, and caught up with the action. That's why, for a limited time, McDonald's is serving up bigger than big, larger than large, super summer-sized icy Coca-Cola, golden fries, and thick milkshakes. Super satisfying mega servings to keep you in the summertime swing of things.
Summertime, serving up summertime.
Super summer sizes.
McDonald's. Cheese, glorious cheese.
Order Italian food with real cheese. Order Mexican food with real cheese.
Cheese, glorious cheese.
Order sandwiches with real cheese. Whatever you order in your favorite restaurant, real cheese makes it better.
It's cheese, marvelous cheese, fabulous cheese, glorious cheese.
From the company that means road cars comes a new form of driving excitement. Pontiac Le Mans for 1988. A new import designed and equipped to feel as smart as it looks. Pontiac Le Mans, with prices as low as $59.95. The roomy, distinctive, imported all-new Le Mans. Only at your Pontiac dealer. We build excitement. Pontiac.
I'm Eric and Darrell, and you're watching the Eric and Darrell show featuring Eric and Darrell live along with Eric and Darrell.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum. A double great feeling, making you realize Double Mint's the one for you. Double fresh, double smooth, double delicious to chew. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum. A double pleasure is waiting for you. Double Mint Gum.
If you're not giving your sandwich French's mustard, it may not like it. So come on, give them what they want. French's mustard. Be good to your food.
Now you can have the confident feeling of dryness you get from Sure Antiperspirant with something you've never had before. A bold, rugged, outdoorsy scent. New desert spice. Leave it to Sure to add new spice to your life.
Looking out for number one. Introducing the new limited edition Toyota trucks with the options you want free. Chrome bumpers, front and rear.
Didn't cost a cent.
Full carpeting, cloth bench seats.
Not a penny more.
Sport striping, style steel wheels.
Comes with the truck.
The limited edition Toyota trucks. For a limited time only, get valuable options.
Free.
Who could ask for anything more?
Would you rather have hamburger A Wendy's hamburger served fresh, or hamburger B where there's a cold side and a hot side? And the cold side's kept cold by putting it under a heating unit. Oh, wait a minute. There's a cold side. And they put it under a heating unit, put the heating unit here, and the cold side stays cold. Okay, that much we know.
Are you making this up?
See, no. Okay, this is a hamburger.
Wouldn't you choose the fresh hamburger? Choose Wendy's.
When you use the AT&T Long Distance Network, you can enjoy a relaxing conversation.
Hello, Planet Chaos.
Over the last 3 years, AT&T has lowered prices 30%.
I hear you loud and clear.
Lower prices, another way we're reaching further to bring your world closer.
I'm so glad you called. You're the first Earth person I've talked to all day.
AT&T, the right choice.
Tuesday, did a singer take a stab at her manager?
You under arrest for murder. What a pain.
Will a crooning cutie be caged?
This is overwhelming.
Matlock, then. He is the most cunning and feared hitman on Earth. They are America's only hope to stop him. From the director of The French Connection and The Exorcist, Cat Squad, Tuesday.
I'm Bryant Gumbel. This week on Today, a status report on nuclear energy and its safety. Also, actors Dennis Quaid and Martin Short and the sounds of Natalie Cole. This week on Today.
Monday, don't miss Michael Landon in an NBC movie spectacular, Love is Forever. An American journalist accused of being a spy, a beautiful dancer sent to betray him. But to hold her in his arms, he must take their lives in his hands. A movie for everyone who dreams that love is forever. Monday on NBC.
Turn on the light. Tomorrow night at 7:30 on 3.
Hit the claps to, hey, oh my God. What's up, everybody? We are back. Hey, we got an audience.
Oh my God, what did you do?
What the fuck is this?
Oh!
What's up, everybody? Sorry, we were running to the table in the last second there after the, whoa, who did this? Santa Claus left us a present. It's not even Christmas. Cool. I think Santa Oktoberfest left us this. That's pretty sweet. So hello, everyone.
Is some of that green?
I think these are like different colored glasses. So they're all different colors. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So this will be the last Eric and Darrell live, as we're about to die, and yeah.
And then we'll be vlogging from the coffin, from the grave.
It'll be Eric and Darrell dead.
Yes. Hey, I like that. It's got a ring to it. I like that.
The ring of death. So did you buy those for less than $1? Why are you stacking them?
I don't like the blue one.
Oh my God.
He's
you have
picky.
not changed since you were 10 fucking years old.
He's picky. Not snobby, but picky.
I mean, I'll eat them, but the pink ones are my favorite.
Why? So here's the thing. You're gonna eat them. So why are you saving them for last? So you're
No.
You're like
you don't,
miserable. You're like, I don't have anything to look forward to.
I saved the pink ones for last.
Do you have a pink?
I haven't hit one yet. This damn thing's been a dud.
Oh man, that sucks.
What are those anyway?
Sweet tarts.
Jesus Christ.
God, they're full of the blue ones. What the hell did I do?
Oh my God, is that
piss anybody
I
off?
can't believe you still eat that shit.
Wait, move the solo cup so everybody can see how many blue ones.
How much do those cost
Look at all the blue
nowadays?
ones.
It's like $1. I don't know.
One pink.
Yes.
Everything is $2.
Well, you can buy anything for $0.25.
Look at that, man. I'm getting totally fucked on this.
He's sorting them out. You're like a coin sorter.
I'm having flashbacks to the fucking baseball park.
They didn't have blue ones back then.
No, but like this was our world back then. Like going to the concession stand and trying to score whatever. Like you had to, like, I don't know.
He said, "I send a fucking letter to these people."
He said, "Trying to score."
Cease and desist with the lack of pink.
One pink in the whole thing.
They're
getting a letter.
They know.
They're getting a letter.
I would double stack the yellow and blue stacks.
Dang, look at all
because
the blue.
No, I want
the leaning
everybody to
power of
see
pizza.
how fucked I got. The best flavor. Pink. I have nothing to look forward to.
You have one.
Well,
you can look forward to this.
I'm going to have to.
Flavored sugar pills. There's no fucking difference between them. None.
Yes, there is.
No
These,
difference.
These are, I don't know what flavor they are, but the pink ones are good. I'm going to write a letter. I'm going to write a fucking letter.
There's no flavor.
On my legal letterhead, and I'm going to send it to corporate headquarters.
You're going to write it as a lawyer, not just as Larry?
As a dissatisfied
customer?
No, I'm not going to threaten to sue them.
You're going to sue them because they didn't put enough people.
Well, you know, one time I did have a problem I'll have to bring that on the show one day. Well, nobody's going to care. So there's a restaurant called Witch.
Oh, yes.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they had sandwiches.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, like a witch.
And they had this promotion, like you buy so many combos and then you get something free.
Right.
You get like one free.
There's one in Atlanta.
So I had earned a free combo. And when I went to order the combo, where'd it go?
Why did the guy in the red shirt can't drink? Oh, wait, what? Why don't y'all write a movie? Is that the one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
What happened?
Keep going.
Where was I?
I don't know.
Which?
Yeah.
And so
that's where we were.
So I go to check out and they charge me like 23 cents. And I was like, what?
Isn't that a good thing?
Well, it's supposed to be free.
Oh, okay.
So I pay the 23 cents and then I send.
How did you pay the 23 cents?
It was cash.
With a quarter?
You can buy anything with a quarter.
and so so anyway, I write them this 2-page letter.
Damn it. Well, I don't have it set up.
I write this 2-page letter.
It's not going to be funny anymore.
To Witch's headquarters.
Okay.
And it was done very comedic. You know, like what,
No,
you know,
wait.
wonder what I had done wrong.
It's like an hour later.
It's like an hour later.
Okay. We're still listening.
Yeah. Anyway, and it was like, you know, it was done very comedic, like, you know, like had I made an error? Had I not read the fine print? I'm not sure, blah, blah, blah. And I got this letter back from them and they were like, you know, we're really sorry, you know, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for your letter. They sent me like all kinds of free swag and shit. I got like 5 or 6 free sandwiches and like a t-shirt and like little buttons and stuff. Wow.
So is that what you're thinking?
If they'll send me just a whole bag of pink ones.
Dude, okay.
Fucking great.
Do that and we'll follow up.
Yeah.
Like we actually will do that. You should really do that.
Are you gonna follow through?
Yeah, you'll have to remind me.
Yeah.
You have to remind me what I was mad about.
Wow. Okay.
I will.
You're gonna get some merch.
We'll run it by. I'll show you the letter.
Let everyone keep reminding us to make Larry
email or send
sweet tarts honest.
You're gonna be pimping. You're gonna be big pimping with your like sweet tart cap, your hoodie, your sunglasses,
and hopefully he's decked out. He's got a like a Arctic like
puffer
jacket,
and you're gonna
like
smile.
the sweet tart
and
logo.
You're gonna have like this icy grill. It's gonna be made out of sweet tarts. Like,
hopefully all pink.
All pink was like, yeah, what's up?
Keep your blue.
Man, that's gonna be awesome. I love it.
I want my $2.
I want my 23 cents. Oh man, that's awesome. So yes, we are going to write a movie. We were just talking about some epic.
We just wrote a movie.
We did. We need to film it.
I've never written a movie.
But in the meantime, he's going to be an actor in our movie.
I've thought about writing a movie.
Yeah,
Larry. You're a pretty damn good actor, actually.
Yeah, I act like a lawyer
every day.
What would your movie be about if you wrote a movie?
Me?
Yeah.
I'd probably do a I got it.
A moth or something in here.
I probably would do like a more serious drama type thing. That's what I enjoy.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to do like some Shakespeare?
No,
maybe not that. Like tone it down just a hair.
No, I was gonna do
like more CSI. Like
he's like,
no, I was gonna do
more,
like
Kenneth Branagh.
No, I wanted to. Never.
You got a blue one.
No, never mind. Speak your piece.
No, because it sounds like a bunch of bleeding heart liberal bullshit. I don't want it to be like that. I just think I think it'd be a cool movie to follow, like, you know, somebody on death row and how long it takes for them to get there, and how they're like a different person by the time they execute them than they were from the person that committed the crime and all that.
Okay, so like a change in like
that already been done. I guess
character
it's already been
arc,
done.
if you will, like a transformation of the protagonist type of story.
Dead Men Walking? Do you remember that one?
No.
Susan Sarandon.
Shawshank Redemption.
Who was the
Shawshank Redemption? Similar.
What's his name? He used to be married to Madonna.
Oh, Sean Penn.
Sean Penn.
Yeah.
Sean Penn. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which one of these?
What are these weird creeps doing on the screen? What are these weirdos? Are those zombies?
It's a bit spicy.
Oh yeah, you got one?
Spicy.
It is very spicy. Very spicy. How come you drank one, but it's all full there everywhere? Oh, you got one. Okay. You
See how
put it
it's
back?
lower than the rest?
Oh, because you can't put it on the table because there's no.
Right.
Here, I'll take this one since this one looks like it's about to fall.
What happened?
See, these are pretty cool, aren't they?
I think somebody's asking why I can't drink very much.
Because of your health?
No.
Should I do the pinky?
Sean Penn.
Always do the pinky.
What does it do?
That means
though?
you're enjoying it.
Is it really?
Well, no, it's.
What if the pinky was kind of a
it's-
little saggy?
Well, it's a counterbalance, right? Because if you didn't have it, you might.
Oh, it's like if I was leaning this way, I'd want to put my arms out here.
Right.
Or like, I see.
Yeah, because like if you just like turn you might like spill it on yourself, right?
So what if I just held it like
But
this?
that pinky, right? Gives you
Oh, that one's
control.
kind of powerful. That one's kind of rock and roll if you do it like that. Or is that weird?
And you sip the shot? Yeah, very rock and roll.
See the control you have?
That one's very precise, I feel like. than the power fist. You have to do it.
That's the one you just pour all over yourself, and then you just lick it all off.
I think he's talking about a drink, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh, man, that's spicy.
I knew
too.
that tower was gonna fall. Now it looks like you're playing cards.
Oh yeah, it's like poker chips.
Yeah,
that's kind of cool. You can bet with those.
The pinks are the most expensive.
We could get a game going.
That's like $1,000 right there.
What if we did like a poker live stream where we just play poker and chat and drink and use those as chips, and we have a camera overhead.
Well, nobody wants to see
so
that
you could
shit.
see the table, and then a split screen so you could see our faces too. See, boom, just produced a new video. There you go.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that. And we're only listening to White Lion the whole time. That's it.
You want me to suffer, don't you?
Okay, maybe like Winger or something.
Pacific Rules wants to know, is marijuana legal here?
No, hemp is. Is that true? I don't know.
It is not.
But no, it is not. I'm all in, says Austin. Stuff is good enough for Dad's boss's office. I don't know what that means, but I read it out loud anyway. Hemp versus marijuana?
Oh, weren't you just talking about this?
Yeah, so like Delta 8 is THC extracted from hemp, but Delta 9 is THC extracted from marijuana, which is illegal. But the hemp extraction is legal under the Hemp Farm farming laws or act of like 1980 something, and and crickets really love marijuana. That's about all I know.
They thought that was funny.
Oh man, this is whew.
Prost.
Anyway, Prost. I remember Probst. Remember Probst? That
Probes.
Probst.
Probes.
No, not probes with fingers. Definitely not that. Definitely not. Whatever that is, not that. Probst was a cool pharmacy, or it was like a Walgreens. And growing up, they used to have like video games in the back, like Pac-Man and Galaga. Why am I looking at that? Why is it wiggling too? Jiminy Cricket. Larry the legal guy.
That's me.
That's you.
They're talking about it. They are.
What is in the communion tray? Oh, this is just holy water, really. I guess I had never actually said what it was. Do we have the bottle?
Fire water.
This is
fire water.
Oh, here we go. Boom. There you go.
Yeah.
Fireball.
Because we drink like we're 17-year-old girls.
You know, the Fireball song? It was really big, and then nobody ever sang it ever again. Remember?
Fireball.
Yeah, it was Mr. Worldwide sang it. Remember him?
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Worldwide.
That was a good song.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You never saw the video? The video was awesome. It was called Fireball.
Fireball?
Yeah. It was a great video.
What are we talking about?
The song.
By who?
Mr. Worldwide.
That was the name of the band?
No, that was his nickname.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, what was his name? Pitbull. Pitbull was his name.
Pitbull.
Yeah, remember Pitbull? He was
They know it in the chat.
Yeah. It was freaking cool. It was kind of
no, nothing Pitbull has ever done.
It was like
cool. Is this like hip hop?
Yeah,
then I'm just like
but it was hip hop kind of with a swing, kind of a 20s vibe to it.
It was hip hop with
vibe.
swing.
Yeah, it had horns. Yeah, it had horns.
Yeah,
and it
fuck
was
your
cool.
home.
It was fun. It was a really good one. Yeah.
I enjoy some earlier hip hop type music.
Yeah.
We liked rap. Whatever happened to rap? Why?
Like Run DMC
why can't it just be rap? What is this hippity hop?
Hippity hoppity.
I'm kidding. But yeah, I mean, I
love old rap.
Even way before the whole metal stuff, like we discovered Run DMC together.
Yeah,
I loved Run DMC. And we were just like that first album. We just ate it up.
Mm-hmm.
Still a great album. Hard Times, man. Spreading. Like, I don't know. Like, if any, strangely enough, any song I think that represents you and I. That song, I don't know. It just has such
because we used to rap
visceral memories.
Yeah, we used to rap it. Yeah.
I try to. Spreading just like the flu. Watch out, homeboy. Don't let it catch you.
Yeah.
Prices go up.
Slick Rick. Nice. Man, I remember, have you ever been over your friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? I mean, the macaroni soggy, the peas are mush, and the chicken tastes like wood. So you try to pull it off like you think you can by saying you already ate. And your friend says, man, there's plenty of food, so you pile some more on your plate. I mean, that's the kind of stuff that I love to listen to, you know?
The intonation is just spot on. Thank you. Are there any famous people from Huntsville? No.
That guy. That one for sure.
No. Actually, yes. If you've ever seen the show Deadwood.
Yeah. I remember you loved Deadwood. I still hadn't really seen
Joni Stubbs. The lady who played Joni Stubbs is from Huntsville, Alabama.
That's not going to qualify as famous.
I'm going to qualify as famous.
She played a character on a show you've never seen.
Deadwood was a fucking amazing show.
I love the show. But
she was a huge character.
It
Like
ran for 3
huge,
seasons.
like big and round.
Not big and round.
Oh, okay.
Huge in the sense of gravity.
Okay. Great Scott, that's heavy. I mean, that kind of heavy gravity.
What is that? What does that sound?
I think we're time traveling.
I don't know what that means. I'm not getting on the loop.
What year is this? I wonder.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know.
What happened?
Get a newspaper. Isn't that how they always do it in time travel movies? Quick, where's a newspaper? Oh, we're in the year.
A what?
What's a newspaper?
What's a newspaper?
Eric and Darrell are starting to look like Larry when he was slamming the Kraken. Nice. Curtis Blow. Yeah, that's right. That's some Curtis Blow, baby. Curtis Blow. A hip.
Felicia Day. Yes.
Hotel, Holiday Inn.
So let's see. Felicia Day, she graduated from Huntsville High. You went to Huntsville High.
Yeah.
Could there have been any crossover? I think she may have started high school right after we graduated.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think there was any crossover.
Yeah. I think so.
Tommy Tacklon's right.
What?
Beautiful Bobby Eaton, the wrestler. He's from Huntsville.
Oh,
wait, which were from Glow?
No, part of the Midnight Express.
Paula Poundstone was born in Huntsville?
Who?
Is that true?
Who's Paula Poundstone?
Oh, I remember that name. Why do I remember that?
Wasn't she an SNL? Wasn't she on SNL?
Earthling.
Maybe that's where I heard of it. Yeah. Paula Poundstone? I don't know. Midnight Express, about a basketball player? Earthlink. Yep.
What? What happened?
I gotta cry.
We both had the same thought. His pinky was a little faster than mine.
Why didn't we like Black Sabbath?
Black Sabbath? Oh.
Because it had a horrible singer, fucking Ozzy Osbourne.
Man, Ozzy was awesome. I mean, I like Ozzy after Black Sabbath, frankly, just because that was, I mean, you're talking about the 70s, right?
Ronnie James Dio's Black Sabbath was tolerable.
Well, I would agree, but I mean...
So, are you saying that you don't like any Ozzy Osbourne?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Have you heard his new stuff? Like, literally brand new.
I hate that song, that Patient Number 9.
Yeah.
It's so overproduced, it sounds like it's...
Oh, it is.
Sounds like he's like in 1981.
Yeah. You're right. That it is. Yeah.
I just hate his fucking voice.
You don't like that?
I don't like
I think they put some sort of chorus effect on it or something. They put like a signature effect on it. It's the same effect they put on, and this is going to sound weird, Eminem. They do a chorus effect where they take his voice, double it, and it's an effect that you can. Well, there's just a plugin that can do it, but I've heard SoundCloud rappers do it. It's like you can rap, you can put this effect on there, and it will sound just like Eminem, and you can do the same effect, and it'll sound just like Ozzy Osbourne. Does anybody in the chat room know what I'm talking about? It's like a chorus effect or something.
Why would anybody want to sound like Ozzy Osbourne?
Well, the thing is, like, if you hear him live, or
the
if you hear him in the
Ozzy
studio,
Osbourne ever did was find Randy Rhoads.
If you hear
other than that,
if you hear him in like a behind the scenes, you'll hear his true voice, and it's different.
I can't on the carpet.
It's not an auto-tune thing. Like he's on, you know, he can sing. I like his.
He
I
can
think
sing?
it's cool. I think it's cool. I
He
don't know.
can
I like
sing.
it. I like it. I don't
Hold
know.
on. Shot in the Dark
That's a cool song.
is a great
That's a
fucking
cool
song.
Yeah, despite the fact that he's singing it. Same thing with Crazy Train. It's a really good song. It's just it'd be a lot better if somebody that could sing would.
What about the Lita Ford song? Did you like the Ozzy and Lita Ford?
I liked her part of it. Not the,
I mean, no. Shot in the Dark would not be what it is without Ozzy's contribution to it. I mean, yeah, it's great music, it's great guitar playing, but also just the tone of his voice in that song.
I can't disagree with that.
Makes it
that's a good song.
what it is.
Yeah. 007 said pitchy voice. Time for crickets again. The Nightmare Continues. I like that one. I don't know. I like Ozzy's new stuff is overpolished. Not a fan of it either, Larry. Okay, gotcha.
You don't like War Pigs. Well,
I mean,
War Pigs is
but
fine,
it is
except
like
for the first, 11 minutes of on the damn lead in. It's fine. All of the stuff is fine until Ozzy starts singing.
I'm better at guitar than you.
That is true. If that's aimed at me, that is true.
Velvet Cherry Tree. What does that even mean?
I don't know. Maybe he's talking to Larry.
What? I don't play guitar very well.
Hey, yeah. Yes, Eric, you are right. There's a use of they use some kind of chorus or double effect. Yeah. It's a doubling. It's like it's there's a pop star that uses it too in the 80s. Phil Collins. Phil Collins uses that as well.
So you're calling him a cheater?
I wouldn't say cheater. I'd say a little cherry on top. It's like a little embellishment. It's like a little, but they use it 100% every single time they sing. That way it becomes their signature voice.
So I had a friend in Atlanta who was a musician, and like he didn't have the greatest voice, but he could sing. He could carry a tune.
Who?
Yeah.
My buddy Wes. But he had to double his voice. Like that was his thing.
Oh, okay.
So every time
like Eminem,
every time
Phil
you
Collins.
heard a recording of his, his voice is doubled.
Right.
It's like him singing twice.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if they just like, I don't think they copied. I think he just literally just sang it twice, and they
and then you put it together, right?
Yeah.
But what's cool about that is it averages out the mistakes, right? That's what the point of it is.
And
but it thickens your voice too. So.
And all I could ever hear anytime I listened to it was like just his insecurity.
Bob Joel said Wes has entered the chat. They're like, Wes is cool. Did it sound good though?
Oh yeah. I mean, he was a hell of a songwriter.
Are you just saying that because Wes entered the chat?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like he was.
Wait, wasn't that a backhanded compliment there? Was it any good? Did he sound good? Oh man, he was a hell of a songwriter. That's not like. Like that doesn't mean he sings good.
Yeah, like it sounded great for the songs, and the songs sounded really great. He was
the rebuttal. There are no effects used on the Ozman's voice. His voice is like that due to his natural suckiness. Oh,
his natural suckiness.
Wait. I don't think those are the English words that were written.
No, it says due to his preparation.
Preparation.
His voice sounds like preparation H.
Oh, I thought you were going to work that in there. Yeah.
Hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids. Yeah, the crowd goes wild.
I'm sorry. I mean, look, Ozzy is a pioneer in the hard rock and heavy metal industry. That doesn't mean I have to like him. it doesn't even really mean that I have to appreciate some of the stuff that he's done. And I loved Randy Rhoads, and so I love all that stuff from that era.
If you don't appreciate him, then you're a poser.
Okay.
You're both. What about the story he told about snorting the fire ants?
I
You
don't
think that's true?
No, I don't think it's true. I think anything him and Nikki Sixx says, they're full of shit.
Yeah.
And look, I got Nikki Sixx tattooed on my arm. I don't hate Nikki Sixx, but he's a goddamn liar, man. He's a fucking liar. There's no way.
But do you think
I'm
he's
in the throes of heroin addiction.
Yeah.
Let me keep a diary on a daily basis. That's fucking bullshit, man. Nikki Sixx is full of shit.
Do you think he's
now? I love Motley
Here we
Crue,
go.
but Nikki Sixx is full of shit. He didn't keep a diary while he was strung out on heroin for a year and a half. Everything he says is bullshit.
And so why did you tattoo him on your
because he
fucking
was
arm?
an instrumental part of me growing up. I don't know. I still think he's cool. I just think he's full of shit.
Well, maybe instead of saying he's a liar, maybe he's just a good storyteller.
No, he's lying.
Oh, he's just a liar. Okay. Well, I was trying to soften it for you, Nikki.
Were we
but-
fans of Nirvana when younger?
No.
I was not. I think it's important to realize that grunge movement is essentially what killed the music that I enjoyed. So I really regretted or not regretted. I guess the word I'm trying to look for is resented.
Okay.
All of the grunge stuff. But as I've gotten older, I can appreciate like Nirvana stuff and all that. And part of that's having a kid that listens to all kinds of stuff.
So what did you do?
I just didn't listen to music. There's like a
that's
2 or 3 year period where music was non-existent.
I know when this was asked, it made me realize exactly what Eric and I did. Like we went, I mean, you could do one of a couple of things, I guess. You could go with the flow, right? Get into Nirvana and all the grunge stuff. We went to the underground. We went into the industrial stuff. We went into the old British kind of alternative stuff like the Smiths,
Peter Murphy,
goth stuff.
Yeah, right.
Bauhaus and all that stuff.
And some like Skinny Puppy. some of the. I mean, just industrial.
Netzereb.
Yeah. And
Tommy Tacon. Tommy says, I think he means Pantera, but he said Panera, as it's in the bread company.
A subpar sandwich shop.
They've got good cookies. The muffin top cookie.
I can't fucking stand Panera.
Oh, that's right, because Panera is not.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah.
Tell us what you prefer. I'll tell you what he prefers. I prefer to make my own paninis at home.
Here we go.
Freshly picked.
Fucking, like, I can't fucking stand all the other. But if somebody else has the same stance about something different, then he's like, you're just being all high and mighty.
No, I don't pretend to know that there's anything better. I mean, shit. Look, at the end of the day, probably all the bands and stuff I like aren't very good, so it's okay. I don't know. What happened? A lot of people like Pantera. I have to say,
I never listened to Pantera.
Well, here's the thing. I never listened to them back then, right? Yeah. And then, like, all of my friends later on were like, Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, and all that. And I tried to go back and listen to it, and I just didn't enjoy any of it. And then, like, apparently they were like a hair band at one point before they became like all, like the look where, like we don't bathe anymore. So I went back and I listened to the early stuff. And it sucked too. I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, I'll tell you what, man. What is it called? You Pantera fans will know. Cowboys in Hell or Cowboys from Hell. I was told, like, this is it. If you don't like this, they're just not a band for you. And so I listened to it and it wasn't.
A cover band of Pantera called Panera and replaced some of the lyrics about artisan bread.
That's what I always think about when I see Panera bread. That's awesome. It's
See,
like
look, famous
Pantera
in
bread.
France.
That's awesome.
Famous in France, they like all the same
shitty bands that
crappy
you
music.
like.
Right? All the music that I didn't grow to appreciate.
So what was that? Oh yeah, Susie and the
Depeche
Banshees.
Mode,
I saw Susie
and the
live.
Banshees. Fuck yeah.
What was that? What was that one song? Everybody, yeah.
Rock your body. Rock your body. That's
right.
Backstreet Boys.
Oh yeah.
Backstreet.
Did you like that song?
No. Back.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, me either.
He knows every fucking word.
Anyway, moving on. Kip Winger, he's got those perfect teeth, He's a looker.
She's only 17.
She's only 33.
Yeah, it's creepier now when he sings that song. I saw them not too long ago.
Did you go on a cruise?
No, they opened for some
Backstreet Boys?
No. They weren't very good.
And White Lion?
Now, I would see that.
It's the I fucking hate them tour.
I would see that. And I would bring you there. I would be like, Darrell, we're going to see Bauhaus. Let's go. And you'd be like, oh, yeah. And then when we get there, you're like, what am I saying here?
Oh, talking about crabby.
And you'd try to leave, and I'd like, those buckles they put on, like, like people that are trying to, escape asylums. I would put that on you, and I'd be like, enjoy the show, Darrell.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, thanks for coming out to the... There's a guy in a straitjacket. That's kind of weird, but yeah, whatever, It's like, we love our fans. All right, she's only 17.
Woo!
Doom.
And then Darrell would try to close his eyes, and I'd do that, Clockwork Orange thing, and he'd be like,
oh, I can't look away.
Yep, I have it all planned out. Reminds me of Stuart from Beavis and Butthead. I watched a couple more Beavis and Butthead episodes today.
That has not aged well.
That's totally cool.
Have you seen the new ones?
No, but I've seen some of the old ones, and they're not very good like we remember.
What?
They're not good.
I think so.
No, okay.
I rewatched a bunch of old ones, and the new ones. You need to see the new ones though. It's got
just as good as the old ones.
New fresh humor. Yeah, with like.
Did you see the movie?
Which one?
The newest one.
The new
came out this year.
No, I didn't see it.
About space
they
travel?
do the universe.
Oh, it's funny. Yes, Beavis and Butthead do the universe. It's great.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
It's excellent. Have you seen Beavis and Butthead do
America? I don't know why I was surprised that they kind of ran with a single
with that
premise throughout the entire movie. But then
hey, it worked.
But then halfway through I realized what I was watching, and I'm like, why am I challenging that? Why am I searching for deeper meaning?
Right. It's too awesome.
I'll watch the new one.
It was funny.
It was good.
It was funny.
All right.
In that special way. Bob Droll says Beavis Butthead was never great. That's right. They were excellent.
Excellent. No, they were totally cool.
Larry's ready to cash in. Are you going to cash in?
Yeah,
Win the lottery?
I'm
You have some scratch offs? You want to cash in?
It's okay, because what time is it?
When the children cry, let them know we tried.
Hey, man, their guitarist was, what's his name? Vio something.
Oh, yeah.
I
had a V in it.
Now. Yeah, it had a V in it, man. He was
freaking rocking. That one was for the children. That one right there. It's for the dead children's playground.
Oh. We should go there and shoot something.
Man, you just did that whole thing all at once. That was.
Wait, somebody's asking a question?
Oh.
Huh? What?
And Mandy says, answer the question.
Answer the question. Answer the question.
I don't see the question. It's already gone.
Famous in France said Larry's a very handsome man. It's
like-
not a question, but
They've been drinking.
It's like the
Lucas.
Spanish Inquisition.
There you go. Lucas said, do you guys think rock and roll can be brought back to life? I got really good. I got a really good name for a band, and I'm a good guitar player. What do you guys think? Okay, well. And has Darrell and Eric ever visited the UK?
Separately, yes.
I can give you some videos on that. I have not busted out the UK videos yet. I'm like, there needs to be a time and place for that because there's a lot of UK videos. And
so Eric,
from
you went
88 or 89, I forget. There's one of the two, but they're freaking epic. Yeah,
you went to the UK in 1988.
Yeah, it might have been 88. So it was when my sister. Oh, wait a second. No, it wouldn't have been the 80s. My sister was a senior. I was a sophomore. Okay, so we're talking 1991.
Yeah, that sounds more like it.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta put this down. Yeah. What we got here?
Wait, hold on. Before we lose track of things, we'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to what?
But so you went like 91.
91 or 92, yeah.
Yeah. And I went to the UK in 1998 with my parents. My mom was writing a genealogy book, and we went over to interview Lord Hazelrig, who was still alive at the time. I mean, it's passed on to his son now.
Was this the time you added the G to your name?
Stop.
To your last name is Hazelrig with 2 G's because you were really feeling the.
Why did I forget that? Now all of a sudden I remembered. Now you have to address it. What happened to the G?
Yeah, why were you Darrell Hazelrig?
You know, my sister added a Z to her name, and it never stopped. Yeah, Lizz. It never ended. She still does it to this day.
She still adds a Z?
Yeah. It's like 99 Z's now.
So after 30 years, every day or every year?
Every 2 weeks, a new Z is added. Every fortnight.
Liz.
It is so long. She ran out of ink one time when she had to cite her name.
But when you address her, and if you say,
it takes about 45 minutes to say her name.
If you say one less Z, she'll know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She'll know. She'll start kicking you.
Yeah. She's feisty.
She kicks you for every Z in her name, and it hurts.
I feel like that you miss. Liz.
Yep.
Ow! I wasn't done.
That's right. That's pretty much how it happens. Anyway,
we got $5.
Evan, thank you very much. He said, "Have you ever met Kiss? If so, then when they were even what? So if so, then when they were even nice to you." When were they even nice to you?
I think
I'm reading this correctly.
Were they? It's probably a typo.
Oh, we know Gene Simmons' reputation. So were they ever not?
Yes, we know Gene's reputation.
Were they ever not nice to you? You met them, right?
I did.
So were they ever rude or?
No, because it was like a paid meet and greet that I did for my kid. So it was exactly what you'd expect. You got, a handshake, an autograph, and a grip and grin picture in front of the logo, and then get the fuck out of my way.
Hold on. What exactly? And how much do you have to pay for the old grip and grin? What?
It's illegal in some states.
I thought it was more like this. Wait.
I was at that show that BJ
Ready?
was talking about. No. But no,
Like, that's not
I
my
did see. They were fine with
hope
me,
not.
and it wasn't the original band. It was Gene and Paul.
Oh yeah.
And then Tommy Thayer and Eric
Who?
Singer.
Who?
Really?
And Eric Singer was like super, super cool. Like got down there, was talking to my son who was, at the time like 6 years old. And,
Right.
I was like, hey, do y'all have earplugs for him? It can get kind of loud because you meet him before the show and everything.
Oh, I
And,
thought it was after.
and he was like super cool. Tommy Thayer.
What does that even mean? Darrell voted for Bob Dole. What does that even mean?
Darrell voted for Bob.
What does that fucking mean?
I don't even know.
What?
No, I'd like you to explain yourself. What does that fucking mean?
I don't even think Darrell was old enough to vote when Bob Dole was running.
No shit. I mean, what does that even fucking mean?
Wait, when was Bob Dole in? What was that? What was he?
I think he was running for president.
Was he with Reagan
or
when was that? I don't even know.
I don't know, but if he was a politician, he'd be
Yeah,
a piece of shit.
What does that fucking mean?
I don't know.
That doesn't mean anything.
Why are you getting mad? What? I don't understand what you're getting so angry
Because
about.
it doesn't make any sense to me.
Oh, as opposed to all the perfect sense this whole show makes.
There's a lot of crap that doesn't make any sense. He said, Tommy said, triggered.
What does that fucking mean? Triggered? Triggered? I'll show you triggered. Tommy Takan? Who the fuck is this Tommy Takan?
Look, you keep talking shit like that, he'll push you out of a tree and break your arm.
I don't have a pen.
Favorite Kiss song? Why don't we ask that? Answer that question.
Did Kiss did a song with Bob Dole, I think. Let's see. He did a song. Bob Dole was born in 1923. Holy God.
Why is that the thing you bring up?
Bob Dole died last year. Have some
year?
respect. Yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's
right.
a long life.
Okay, so who did he
I
ran?
thought he died like, I don't know.
In the 70s?
He did. Oh, I was right. He was a
Yeah,
Republican. He ran against Ronald Reagan. I totally guessed on that, but I remember hearing his name when we were kids.
No,
But I don't know anything about politics. I don't know.
no, you remember him later, right? Because he didn't he have a stroke at some point and he had
The hand issue.
yeah, and he held a pen in his hand to
Oh. I don't even remember that.
and so you'd see him and he's like one hand was always like
Really?
yeah.
See, I paid zero to.
If you go back
Politics.
to SNL back in the day, they made
That's where I got my politics
right.
was from SNL because I didn't know.
If they make fun of them, then obviously
It's
they were
impossible.
somebody.
It's impossible to
Right.
pick a favorite Kiss song. Like what era?
Yeah, what's your favorite Kiss song?
Like which era? Because like most underrated. I can tell you my least favorite is probably
Rock and Roll All Night.
Got to be Rock and Roll All Night.
That's your least favorite.
Yeah.
What was that? What was God Made Rock and Roll?
Oh, that's even worse. I'd
That
listen
was
to
the
that.
freaking.
I'd listen.
Wasn't that in the Bill and Ted's? That was in the Airband.
You edited that. So
I
you put it in there.
I thought you.
But it was perfect.
Oh, that's true. That was the behind the scenes.
It was
I
behind
loved
the
it.
scenes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that one. I know it's a little poppy, but Kiss got poppy. That's what they
Yeah,
did.
but that song
especially
so
with
fast.
especially with
but
the
it was the last song that Eric Carr performed with them. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's good with that.
Hot in the Shade. It was a very poppy album. It was kind of like
Yeah,
I
but
liked
nobody
the
likes
album.
Hot- Yeah, but you and like four other people.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and we did like 2 music videos from that same album. Probably because I was like, "Hey, Darrell, let's do this video." But remember, we did what was that slow song? The ballad.
Wait,
Forever?
Hide Your Heart
and Forever.
and Forever.
Yeah.
and Forever was a great
Right.
song.
I mean, I don't know. I like that album. I know
Man,
it's cheese.
do
but
you remember where you were when the Challenger went up? I was in Miss
Of course.
Curley's 5th grade
course.
class
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
at University Place Elementary School.
Really? Was it Holy Family School?
You were what?
I was in Miss 5th grade. I said 4th. Miss Curley's 5th grade class.
5th grade.
Yes, we've
I
had
was
this.
in 5th grade.
No, we've had this discussion before. We did this live on the air before.
Really?
And you ultimately came back to know you were in 4th grade.
No, you were in 6th grade.
No, I was not. 6th grade's at Westlawn. I was in Miss Curley's 5th grade. It was January 29th, 1986, I believe.
Yeah, 86. Yeah, sounds right.
So,
Wait. 86. Yeah, that would have been 5th grade for me.
I'm telling you, I was in 5th grade.
I don't know where you
Because
were.
I did 87, 6th grade, at Westminster Christian Academy, remember?
I remember you being there, but 87.
And then 88 was 7th grade.
I'm not going to
Eric
argue
and I.
with you. I was in 5th grade. I don't know where you were.
Wait, where were you?
I'm not going to argue with you.
You might have been. All right, so yes, you were in 5th grade also then, because I was 100% in 5th grade.
Wait, I forgot you went to a Christian school.
1 year.
Oh, that's right. 1 year.
I
That's
like
weird.
to tell people he carved
I still
pentagrams
think
on the
that's weird.
textbooks and they kicked him out, but I don't think that's
totally
true.
does.
No, I
weird.
painted a picture of Peter Chris. And
that's why
they went apey over that shit.
Did you
How come
draw?
I never saw this painting.
Peter-
Do you still have it?
No, it was good too. I was very, very proud of it. That was the year of the Motley Crue concert. Because I remember
87 was Motley Crue.
Right.
I was not in 6th grade when I saw Motley Crue. I was in 7th grade.
I was in 6th grade.
Face ID. It needs to look at your
What do you
face.
do?
I'm trying to get the
the
soundboard
buttons.
Up.
January 28th.
Because I had a question. Oh, wait, let's see. Did you paint or you drew a picture of Peter Chris?
Yeah.
Or Chris is Peter? Anyway, continue.
Really?
Sorry, that was a very long setup.
That was a long setup.
I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
I feel like I have to
decide about how that one plays out.
I think I have to pick my favorite 3 songs that person keeps saying.
Oh, that's right. Top 3 Kiss songs.
Oh, top 3. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
It's still tough to do.
Well,
between eras.
Yeah, because like there's a lot of stuff I really, really like.
That's good. I'd say easy top 3. I'm not gonna say my top 3, but easy on the top 3 for me is God of Thunder. On the top 3.
See, like
because it's just powerful and epic.
I think I've gotten to the point where I just don't like the main hits. Like,
oh yeah.
And most of those songs that I'm gonna pick are gonna be something that Gene doesn't sing.
Oh, yeah. Maybe some like I Was Made for Loving You, a little disco, a little Paul. I don't
Look
know.
at there. Bob Dole says Darrell's 5th grade began in the fall of '86. The shuttle thing happened.
Wait a second. Is Bob Droll really Bob Dole?
Droll.
Wait a second.
And this happened in January, which was not fall.
He's still alive. Bob Dole is in our chat room.
See, I don't like Plaster Caster either. I don't like anything Gene sings, I don't think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his voice is bad.
Now, it's not bad.
We've had this argument before. We've had this discussion before. Now, one of the now Detroit Rock City is good. Not that I don't like the song, but we've had this discussion. The stupidest Kiss song lyrically is "I Love It Loud," and the reason is because it makes no sense at all. It's just random phrases that happen to rhyme.
Right.
You know, like it's not telling any kind of story. Stand up. You don't have to be afraid. Get down. Love is like a hurricane. What?
Right.
What is that?
I guess it's just like it's just a vibe.
Like
It's
stuff
just
rhymes.
you know, it doesn't have to make sense sometimes.
I do like Love Gun. Love Gun's good.
Love Gun. Cold Gin. Man, you guys are.
But 100,000 Years.
There's.
I think I got to go like Black Diamond, 100,000 Years. Those are both good.
Firehouse. I've always loved Firehouse.
That's good too.
I hated Christine 16.
Christine 16. Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Cold Gin, good. Beth.
Cold
excellent.
Gin's good.
But Beth was a solo. It wasn't like Kiss, though, right?
What's that one song? There's this one song that I really like. Peter Criss sings
All right,
it.
so here we go. Well, let's do this. Let's separate.
Let's do it.
Kiss. Top 3 Kiss songs from the 70s. Top 3 Kiss songs from the 80s.
Okay.
Oh.
That makes it a lot easier.
It does make it a lot easier.
Ooh.
Top or
we're about to be
favorite?
on Def
What are we
Leppard songs.
talking? Top, like what's better, or which ones I like?
How is that different?
Because you can like something that's not very good, like Motley Crue. Like I like Motley Crue, they're not very good. You know?
That's so weird.
Like I'm not saying it's great. All right, I'll tell you what I like. I could do it by how
You like Rattlesnakes Shake. That's your favorite song in the whole universe.
No, that is awful.
Please.
Be jamming, that is great.
Well,
Says if it was Christine 15 or less, Larry would like it.
Oh! That's pretty good.
That
That's pretty
is
good.
good. That is great.
You get a little sticker for the night.
I don't know, or less.
Yeah, see, look, Hard Luck Woman. That's a great song. I wouldn't think of it.
But not too less.
I think. All right, I'm gonna
Detroit
go.
Rock
I'm gonna
City.
go. I've got to go. If we're talking top 3.
Oh, Detroit.
If never I met you.
Oh, that's a good one.
Watching
Never
you.
had
I
seen
really like
you.
watching you.
Never ever. Hello, we never have to say goodbye.
That's a good one.
Doom.
I'm going.
But
Strange Ways is in the top 3.
Strange ways with the days. Bum, 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 bum.
Let's see. I gotta go. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna have to take Black Diamond over 100,000 Years. That's a close one.
Oh.
And then as we're getting later into the 70s,
Black
I'm
Diamond.
gonna have to go with
Hard Luck Woman. That's a good one, dude.
That is a good song.
Hard Luck Woman.
And that's a great
Yes.
story when you hear Paul talk about like how it came
Oh,
about.
I don't remember that.
It was one of these situations where it was Rod Stewart. What is that Rod Stewart song?
If You Think I'm Sexy.
No.
Oh,
No,
Forever Young.
it's a great fucking song. It's really easy to play a guitar. Maggie May.
Oh.
Maggie May, big hit. And he was like, oh man, I just love the sound of that song. I want to write a song like that.
Okay.
So he wrote Hard Luck Woman. And then he was like, oh, this will never be a Kiss song, you know. But I'd love it to get out there. I'd like to maybe like, you know, get some other artist to record it, you know.
Right. Okay.
And no one would pick it up. And then like I think like the producer or something like heard the song and was like, this has to go on the album. This is a great fucking song.
Oh, okay.
And so they had Peter Criss sing it because his voice was most similar to Rod Stewart's with the gravelly sound.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't have Gene do it.
Right.
So it's just an interesting. It's always interesting to hear like the
Sure Knows Something. I'm going with that one in the 70s.
Thank you.
Sure Knows Something.
Thank you. Something off of Dynasty.
I'm gonna go with that.
Oh,
That's
Dynasty
up
action.
there.
Okay.
It's a great, that's a great
Nice.
song.
Nice.
Calling Dr. Love is such a
Calling Dr. Love, nice.
fucking
on.
boring song.
Come on and love me. All right.
Hey,
So in the 80s, Thrills in the Night off of Animalize is 100% going to be in the top 3. I can say that. And then
You know the first Kiss song I ever heard or the first Kiss song, a music video I ever saw ever in my life when I was a kid. It was "Lick It Up." That was the first song.
The one where they push.
Yeah.
When they're pushing like Vinnie Vincent.
Get out of the picture.
Yeah. I remember singing it, going,
yeah,
and like no makeup, right? And I was like,
well, makeup, but not the traditional makeup.
Right, exactly.
And Gene was all just like,
And like I remember just thinking like how crazy that was. Lick it up. What does that mean? And I'm little, I was like, he's like, what does that mean?
It doesn't mean shit.
I was like,
it ain't a crime to be good to yourself.
And then and then
lick it up.
I kept seeing this band pop up more and more on MTV, and I'm like, who is this band? And I was like, wait,
on MTV.
MTV. It's like ice cream. I like ice cream.
Ice cream.
But yeah, that was my entry, which is weird, right? It's like, what a weird song to be introduced to Kiss, But
Hide Your Heart. That's not a bad song. I like that song. Ace did that song the same year on his album.
Oh, 5 different people did that
Trouble
song
Walking.
Yeah.
I like the song just fine. I don't think any song that says "do do do" in it can be in the top 3.
Do do do.
Who wants to be lonely?
Who wants to be lonely? That's a.
The Monkees. They do a really good do 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 in their songs. They do some excellent do do do's.
Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. Dude, we like that. Loved it when I was younger because it was Kiss and makeup.
No,
I was such an awesome.
I remember us like finding out about it and tracking it out and watching it and thinking, this is terrible.
Yeah.
This is absolutely terrible.
But it was cool because you got to see them.
Yeah, it was awesome.
See, now here's important for people to realize, because I know we've got some viewers that are a little older than us.
Not a big fan of Akadeka.
So when we got,
so
when I got into the rock music, because I didn't have any older siblings or anything, it was like 86, 87. Really, 1987 is kind of where it started, for me, because I just turned 12. And I guess I was listening to a little bit that I'd heard through Darrell, maybe before that. So, and before the internet and all of that, the only Kiss with makeup you ever saw was the "I Love It Loud" video that would still play on MTV on MTV on a couple of every so often. So you never got to see actual footage. You saw pictures, magazines, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember I used to go to the video store and renting Kiss Exposed like every weekend, because it had like those old concert clips of them, in makeup and everything.
Right.
And it was just like, that was just like the coolest thing. So when Phantom of the Park became available to watch, again, it was, came out back then, but I didn't see it back then. But by the time I saw it, it was just that hunger for, Kiss and makeup.
And you could hear them talk, which funny. I remember not hearing them speak ever. There was a couple of like documentaries they made in the early 80s, but I hadn't seen those yet.
Right. If you didn't watch it live back then, you didn't see it. I mean, because everybody's gone back and looked at all the, the interviews and stuff like that that they've done. But
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
It's funny how at the end of one of the Darrell tapes.
Yeah, you have one of the.
It's just Kiss Exposed.
Yeah, Kiss Exposed documentary.
I copied it to one of my tapes so I could go back and watch it over and over.
Yeah.
And over and over again.
Yeah, and it's got like some girls in a hot tub, like topless.
Right. Yeah.
It's like whoa.
No,
yeah, Paul laying in the bed, surrounded by like naked girls.
The girls in the hot tub, topless, was Motley Crue and Censored.
That too. Yes. And in the limo, remember in the hot tub in the limo?
In the limo.
Yeah. And they go into Vince's house. Oh, that was a great documentary.
Or like Gene in his room, and he's got the heads on the walls, and then he's like,
you over here.
No, trade places. You over here.
And it's funny, like
that's too funny.
At the time, I mean, did any of us question like, Oh, that's how they live.
No, I 100% thought it was like an actual documentary. I really thought.
Me too. I was like, wow,
especially
that's
Motley Crue Uncensored.
they just had like,
you know, like you're watching Motley Crue Uncensored, and you're like, oh, that was super cool because you got to see them without the makeup, right?
Right.
Because during that time, it was Theater of Pain and all of that. They were all made up. And it was like, holy shit, Vince Neil wears blue jeans.
Oh yeah, he's coming down.
You know,
he's coming down the stairs.
Holy
putting
shit,
his blue jeans
on. Of course,
on.
now he can't, but you know. But no, it was just really cool to see them in like street clothes, you know, without the war paint, you know, makeup and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, look at this name. That is a wild name, and thank you very much.
And but yeah, that was but Uncensored, I 100% thought
they just
oh man,
in
Mick Mars
limousines?
lives in that apartment place with you buzzing the button and go away, and then he gets in his car and drives on.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah. Oh man, what a great.
You know, you never think like, man, why is there multiple camera angles on this candid shot?
Yeah. I know, right? Tommy's like, me too. So yeah. We all thought that.
Yeah, and same thing though. I just thought Kiss obviously lived a little more lavishly because I really thought Gene had women that posed up there with their heads through the thing, and that I mean, Paul really had root beer with his cereal. That was his big thing. Remember?
Oh, that was weird.
You know, root
root
beer in your cereal.
That crap. That's so weird.
Oh, and he always went caroling, right?
Yeah, that's right. Carol number 1 and Carol number 2. Yeah.
Wow.
And that they really had a monkey that lived there. that Eric Carr took to the beach.
A monkey.
And they all lived in the same big mansion, and then they had like these like little storerooms just like full of their old shit that they like kind of like set up.
Yeah, what a weird like universe they built.
Here's the piano we played Christine 16 on. We don't play this anymore except for when we're walking past.
Right.
You
know.
Hmm.
Yeah. Went AWOL from the Kiss Army once
What's the Kill versus Kickstart My Heart versus Wild Side?
Rate so there's 3 of them, and we're gonna rate them 1 to 10.
Like on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh.
Maybe. So of those 3,
Looks at Kill is gonna come in the top mark, followed by Wild Side, and then Kickstart My Heart.
Correct. However, 13-year-old Larry would have gone with probably Kickstart My Heart at the top, closely followed by Wild Side, and then Looks to Kill.
Really?
3. The little Larry.
Yeah.
I'd give Looks at Kill a 7. I'd give Wild Side
less than a 7.
6.8.
A 6.8. That's a good 6.8. Yeah. And then Kickstart My Heart.
I'm
6.2.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't go too low on that one.
No.
That's a good song. It's just overplayed.
Yeah.
I have. Oh, look at that! This person 007 says the Kiss dolls are quite collectible. So interesting story.
Okay.
I have the only. Now they're loose. They're not. I do have a set in the box, but I sent in the loose Kiss dolls to get graded by a third-party grading company, and they all graded a 90 out of 100. It is the only complete set of 90s in the world, right?
Okay.
And so several years ago, I listed it on eBay, starting in at a very, very high price, and I was bragging in the thing that not even Gene has. You know, not even Gene has this set. You know, here's your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, right?
Right.
So Gene's people reach out to me, like the tour people.
Really?
And they were like, he wants to buy them. And I was like, all right. And I think I was asking like $2,500 or something like that. And I was like, all right, I'll sell them. And, you know, of course, it's all by messages. And they're like, well, he wants to know, would you do a, you know, like some backstage passes and some this and that. And I just got quite offended. I was like, you know, of all the money I've given this fucker
Wow.
over my life.
Yeah.
He can't give me $2,500 for a once in a lifetime
Yeah, they're like,
opportunity.
how about some gift cards?
Yeah, and I was
Like-
like, I'm not gonna.
Right.
No,
Yeah, some
fuck that.
credit.
I'm not
right?
gonna just give them to him because of who he is. So I still have them.
Oh, okay. Well, you stood your ground.
I did. I still have them. Yeah, yeah. Tommy Says "Danger" by Motley Crue is a great song. That is true. That's a song that always reminded me of Tommy.
Why do I not remember Danger? What album was
Shout
that?
at the Devil, last song.
Oh. I still don't remember Danger.
Oh, it's
Why
great.
don't I remember Danger? That is weird. Guess when I had to
Danger, you're in danger. This is Hollywood. Yeah, anyway, go back. It's.
I'm gonna have to listen to that
Yeah,
again.
that's a great
That is
song.
weird. I'm about to listen to a brand new old Motley Crue song I've never heard before.
There you go.
I listened to the whole album a million times.
Now
But
they-
I always skip that last track.
Now, Motley Crue also did a cover song of a Raspberry song called "Tonight." It was not on any of their albums, but it would have been on the first album, "Too Fast for Love."
Oh, okay.
And that's a really good song.
Oh, Raspberry Beret. Hey, that's actually a person in the chat room. Raspberry Beret. There was a question here to Darrell. Hey, April. Hi, April. She was just over here. She had a question for Darrell. I'll remind him when he gets back. And JBJ wants Darrell not to get lost. Okay. And don't fall in.
Okay.
Put the X in sex. Oh, I remember that one.
You know, they got sued for that. Kiss got sued
Really?
for that.
From who?
I don't know, but they lost. I mean, it was like a straight up ripoff. Like somebody else wrote that song, and theirs was like, let's put it wasn't X in sex, but I mean, it was like the same chorus and everything.
Really? Oh, that sucks. That means they were probably like writing their album and just were like stressed over like, we have to have one more song. What can we get? I don't know. And then just like stole one. That's usually kind of what
Hey everybody! All right,
Hey!
yeah, we're gonna go to the record store and we're gonna get records for $2. All right, all right. How's it going, everybody?
You got spandex.
Yeah,
Who's
man.
this guy?
You can buy anything for just $1.
Yeah,
That's why we're gonna get some records for $2. Wow.
Man, this guy. Man. We were just cranking up the flux capacitor, and
Yeah.
we were wondering
Yeah,
if we could bring that back.
So yeah,
And,
it's really great to be here in the future, man, and meet myself.
You're looking good.
Thanks. Yeah, you are too. Yeah, this is great, man.
Wow, that
So,
is really scary.
All right.
So, what's your favorite Kiss song, man?
Oh, you know, it's gonna have to be something off of like Love Gun or something like.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know they're gonna put out a couple albums without makeup? Do you know that? Oh wait, that would have happened already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Duh. Like I know that. I've got like Animalize. Though I hate it. No, Asylum is the one that sucks. Animalize is like the best album ever.
Nice.
I don't know anyone who would like Asylum. Like this is the worst album ever.
Did you know? So, what do you think about Vince Neil? Is he? He's pretty fit, isn't he? He's pretty in good shape, right?
Well, yeah, he's like the lead singer of the best fucking rock and roll band of all time.
Do you think he'll ever
Motley
like?
Crue, right?
You think he'll ever get
Fucking
fat?
girl. Do you hear that Girls album? It's like the best fucking album ever. I just got it. It's so fucking good. Holy shit. Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
It didn't just cost me $2. I had to pay. It's a new album, so it just came out.
Cost you $8, huh?
Well, you know, with tax and everything.
Hell yeah,
But
man.
thankfully my mom gave me a 10 spot, so I had some extra change and I got some sweet tarts afterwards.
Nice. You got this.
What's your favorite flavor?
Hell yeah, man.
Scary.
What does Vince Neil's baby do? Man, I don't even know what to ask young Larry.
Well, thank goodness we have Arkansas has come in and just wants you to tell us about the little people.
Oh, see the flower shop over there. So you never been to that florist, the Mitchell's Florist?
Yeah, that sign. Yeah, I've never been there.
Never been there. So can you tell us a little bit more about that pizza story? You know that time that you got the pizza without?
Yeah, they gave it to us like we said like no sausage or something, and they thought we said no sauce.
So did you eat it?
I mean, we ate like everything for like 2 slices, and we took it back and complained.
Was it good though?
I mean, we ate it.
Man. Eric asked Darrell about his birthday fight. Oh yeah, April wants to know about the Darrell about the birthday fight. I don't know what that means.
I wasn't there for it, so yeah, I don't know.
He obviously wasn't there.
Actually, what would Larry look like now? Come on. Does he look like his old self?
Look like fucking Mo.
Like Mo. Thank you, Links 595. It's that for $2. Thank Mo. It's just normal. I'm like, man, I'm just chilling.
Just hanging, just chilling.
I don't know anything about the fight at a birthday party. I want to hear about
I don't either.
So no,
I'm going to the bathroom too. I'm going to go pee.
This has been a favorite of April's for a long time. April, my niece, who's practically my sister because
I was going to say like
she's nearly the same age.
Yeah. How old is she? She's like
a
year younger.
A year and 4 months younger than me.
Yeah. I remember when we were growing up, I thought it was really weird that you had a niece.
Yeah.
Oh
no! Like all of our lives, like people have been like, your cousin. I know your cousin. It's my niece. Yeah. So like 12. Her 12th birthday. Can't remember. But anyways, it was her birthday party. At my sister Karen's house, and Eric and I went, and I think. Like Eric and I wanted to like play like I want to say Guns N' Roses. Like we wanted to like take over the jukebox.
Okay.
Right. And just like play our own music. And they wanted to listen to teeny bop music. Because it was a bunch of little girls. Of course that's what they wanted to listen to.
I believe it was actually her 11th birthday.
Sure, it was her 11th. We were 12.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I'm sure in hindsight, like I was being the dick.
No.
I mean, it was her birthday, and I wanted to like take over her stereo. And
say I look like Roseanne. Fair enough.
Yeah, I love it. So there you go. That's how the argument started.
Zoinks!
Are you Zelda?
No, he's Shaggy.
Eric's back.
And this time, it's
Back
best
again.
no. Hey, hand me that Tusher.
This time he's pissed. What?
The Tusher. Tusher. It is a Tusher. No, it's in the fridge.
Oh.
It's icing down. It's getting cold for my enjoyment.
Oh, all we have is the toucher.
The
You want that
Tusher. I want the Tusher.
It's not the Tusher.
It is a Tusher.
It's a
Tell a
toucher.
UK story, Darrell.
A nuck?
That's what Austin says.
Tell a UK
Yeah,
story.
you mentioned that you went, and then that's all you said.
Let's see. We flew in. We went to Glasgow. Our first stop was in Glasgow. First night was in Glasgow. And
Speaking of glass, I'm gonna grab one of these glasses.
Go.
I'm going with this one.
Get to the hotel, and international travel from the States to the UK, long flight, blah blah blah. I'm like, I need a bath or something. Go to turn on the water. It's just cold. Nothing but cold is coming out. So we call down to the front desk. I'm like, yeah, there's something wrong with the bath. Nothing. No, there's no hot water. So they send this service guy up, and he has a classic Glaswegian accent where he's speaking English, but you've never heard English like this before because you can't understand a fucking word he's saying. And it's very intimidating because this is the first time I've ever been, out of the States. And I'm like, there's no hot water. I'm like, what? How old am I in 98? I'm 22.
Oh.
21, 22, something like that. You tell me all the time, you're never going to get hot water. You got to slap.
Like what?
You can't just tell it, right? It's got to slap.
What?
So yeah, it was very intimidating, but eventually I learned that, like, for some reason their piping just works differently than the United States. You can't just like turn on the water. You have to slowly introduce the hot, and then it comes in hot. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
Gotta be careful.
It was a culture shock. That was the whole point of that story. It was culture shock. You're speaking to, you just think English is the same everywhere, but
Right. If you turn up the hot too much, then potatoes fall out.
You think English and plumbing is the same everywhere, and that's just not the case.
Is it true that LSD was a big thing in the 70s?
I
was a child. So
I don't know, but it was rather popular in the 90s.
Yeah, it seemed to be. Might be popular in every decade. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never done LSD.
Yeah, I was never really that into it.
I enjoyed it.
What is that WC down there? What
Really,
does that mean?
water closet.
Oh, okay. Girl, put on that wig. What? Is there a girl in there?
Girl.
Portishead. Oh, I remember Portishead. That was great. Yeah, Trip Hop. Remember Trip Hop? Man, Massive Attack.
Oh, I
and
remember
there was a lot of
Portishead.
good Trip Hop.
I
Yeah,
loved Portishead.
Portishead was excellent. Mm-hmm.
It's true, not like you do. Brum, 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 brum. Brum, brum, brum.
I got nothing.
Got nothing.
Nobody loves me. Ooh, do we have credits?
We do, way over there.
Oh shit!
I think I might have to do this though.
Ooh,
Remote desktop.
remember the beats.
What's the name?
Eric has to wear the wig.
Oh yeah, that's true. What does Eric look like?
Over my
over the Polaroid.
Over my beanie? That'd be awesome.
Oh wow. He gives
wait.
a lot of volume.
Wait, hold on. I gotta wear it backwards.
Oh,
That's grunge, Eric.
Hey, hey, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
Hey, you got that dime bag that I get you on the flippy. You got the flip on the flop. You got the you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow, it's like a bush. It's like super high. It's like grunge meets 1950s Beehive almost. It's like, what is this? Oh boy. Hey.
Hi.
Hey man, I didn't see you there.
Yeah.
I think you're cool. You want to hang out?
Said Eric looks like an Ewok.
An Ewok. You can see that I like in here. It's like a headband, like a
yeah.
You know, it's like it's like I'm Axl Rose, like with lots of hair. I don't know.
You're good. You're good.
Is there something down here? Oh, I thought there was
Your
like
mom.
a dog down there or something. My mom's down there? That's weird.
Dirty girls. Dirty girls.
Let's see.
Eric looks like Eric Clampton. Clampton.
Like Eric clamped onto something.
Yeah, man. I'm in the emo band. I have a lot of feelings, and I'm here to express them.
He has like so many feelings. It's crazy.
Feelings.
He has so many feelings.
Yeah.
So many. I'm gonna have one of these. I'm gonna get hair in it.
I'm going to express them to you so that you know what they are, and then maybe you'll feel my feelings. Yeah. Here we go.
Well, I want to thank every single one of you for hanging out and doing your part in this society and hanging out with us on this Oktoberfest, because Oktoberfest is an important holiday and other such things. Such as that.
Such as this.
What happened?
Whoop.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's on my head.
There's a hat under there. Suddenly it's the fucking
that is
trouble with tribbles.
That is an excellent wig right there.
There we go.
So, by the way,
yeah.
Did you know that there's going to be a new Karate Kid Part 5 coming out in 2024?
No.
Didn't they just make a show of it? Like, why are they doing another movie?
I don't know. I saw an article. It's a real thing.
You knew they made a show because you worked on it.
Yep.
I did.
It's a real thing.
No, I never did mushrooms. Lucas wants me to do drugs, I think. All of these questions are about drugs.
I've done mushrooms.
Look at these names.
They're fun.
These are weird names. Are these aren't even German. These are like, I don't know. Are they Slavic? Are they Icelandic?
It does look Slavic, doesn't it?
Yeah, these are wild names.
Film.
But this was a film called Oktoberfest from 1987. I don't know.
If
anybody ever saw it.
apparently the new Karate Kid movie will be unrelated to Cobra Kai characters.
Of course it will.
Well, thank you everyone for hanging out with us once again. And we just love you all to pieces.
Appreciate you being here. It was fun.
It was. You have those buttons. Where are those buttons?
Oh,
is?
shit.
I know.
Oh, man, those are short credits.
Those are short credits. It was a very unpopular movie. It didn't really have many people work on that movie, but anyway. So everyone go out and I'm going to binge watch Cobra Kai tomorrow. You do that, Angela. It's a good one. Season 5 is excellent. So
I've only seen season 1.
Oh, you got some catching up to do, sir. Peace and love. Peace. Wait, what was that? Peace and grease. Peace, love, and grease.
Is there a button for this?
I don't know. Maybe not. I think that's
okay.
Anyway, bye everybody. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I'm gonna have to drink this last one too.
Thank you for sticking with us while we stick together.
Yeah. Bye everybody. Bye.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.